you know, kind of put their handkerchiefs in their mouths and try not to laugh.
Hey guys, my name is Logan, and I'm going to be playing Lognarok, the Dungeon Master, for a 5th edition D&D homebrew adventure. It's really exciting. I have a lot of fun putting these together, hanging out on Mondays, drawing maps, creating monsters, creating factions and politics, taking a lot from the real world and Star Wars. I think Star Wars is a big influence, but here we're in the Land of Aurum, which is a fairly large landmass and the only known landmass in the world for the people that live here. We pick up inside the city of Oxton with a bit of turmoil. And before I begin a recap, I'm going to hop over to the dungeon lair, the adventurers' rest area, and I'm gonna pull these adventurers to the foreground, and we're gonna go over who they are and what they're doing here. But again, my name is Logan. I'm playing the DM Lognarok, and you're watching episode number 5, Birth of the Red Dragon. Hey guys.
I don't know. Going to the theater's expensive, so I feel like I might have been a little disappointed. I don't know. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 69.
Which
so
movie?
I would agree with that.
New Matrix.
The new Matrix.
I haven't seen it yet. No spoilers.
But I won't say anything.
Cool.
I saw the movie.
It was overall pretty dope.
Okay. I saw the movie Don't Look Up.
I started it tonight.
Yesterday.
It looks real good. It was real good.
Yeah, I feel like critics were not kind about it. I thought it was pretty on par with Idiocracy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also just kind of how I feel playing on COVID.
Yep, totally.
100%.
Yeah, and it's funny listening to Leonardo DiCaprio with a Michigan accent. It's pretty hilarious.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, good.
So we're ready to begin. Why don't we just quickly announce our characters quick for everybody in Radio Land. We'll start with Garett.
Hey, so I'm Brian. I play Garett, kind of the mysterious artificer who joined the party a few sessions back. Yeah. And we're slowly learning more about him.
Slowly his characters come into surface. Next we're going to go to Nerva.
Hi, my name is Josephine. I play Nerva, Drow, Abjuration Wizard, who is kind of I don't know, a Hermione Granger type.
100%.
Kind of a snotty kind of know-it-all, but
also really redeeming. Hermione Hanger, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Since last episode, we met Perry Hodder.
Right,
The
right,
young,
right,
the
right.
young student studying necromancy.
Yeah, kind of like if like Hermione, I don't know, got a hold of something quite sinister.
Yeah. Hell yeah. If Hermione didn't have the money to go to Hogwarts and then do some real bad bitch shit like do archaeology in a war zone.
Stupid Muggle parents.
Yeah, I think honestly, yeah, the Muggle parents, I mean it's kind of comparable to Nerva's, fisherman parents or
Yeah.
whatever.
Not in the academic spheres. Let's move over to Eliard.
I'm Tamir, and I play Eliard. He is a Ganassi human Eldritch Knight, and he is a fire Ganassi.
Nice.
So yeah, likes swords and shooting flames.
And last episode had a really awesome training montage. You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna bring me down. Just 2 weeks off adventuring life, just still spinning that scimitar around. And let's go now to Getafix.
My name's Trent, and I play Getafix. He is a Furbolg Druid.
And also, he is in a lot of trouble.
Shame.
No. Danger trouble. No shame.
Danger zone.
Danger zone. Yeah, you're definitely in the danger zone right now. So real quick, I did find out how I can make like animated GIFs on Procreate. And so I got one. I made one while I was bored yesterday, and I hotkeyed it to my stream. So now whenever I press this button, it plays a knight charging a castle, and then it just gets roasted by a fireball. And I just like can't get enough of that. And that's like danger zone now. And I'm gonna just tap this hotkey every time someone rolls a nat one, or if someone proverbially storms a castle and doesn't, or if someone spills. No spilling. You're spilling. Mead. Okay, so last episode, while we were in Oxton, the city of Oxton, celebrating the Full Moon Festival, the party had gained access to the governor's courtyard, thanks to our artificer Garett swiftly forging a document of Arun the Wizard's invitation. Now, after starting conversation about the Winter Orb, which the team had brought back to the city, having located it from a really dark and forgotten place, but speaking about the Winter Orb with the high society members outside the governor's mansion, and mentioning that the Empire itself might finally turn the tide of battle, the governor ended the party early and went to retire for the night. Getafix, our 8-foot furbog, Homer Simpsoned into a bush with a 1 on stealth, and wild shaped into a cat, leaving the bush with a lot more stealth than he went in, and sneaking into the mansion, following the governor to his desk. Having overheard his concerns about the Red Dragon team becoming too greedy, Captain Moore pushing this war like way too far up the gut, he set to writing a sabotage letter to maybe imprison Captain Moore. It sounded like he said he was going to have to take care of her. I don't know if that is anything else scary, right? We didn't really get that far, as Getafix wild shaped back into a furbog in front of the governor's desk to persuade him that he doesn't need to panic, and that if he just only turns his shoulder, the Red Dragon team will take care of the evil sorcerer Sephiron. And Getafix addressing that he could turn the war and take him out, it seemed the governor had different plans, and that he couldn't let him do that, and he wouldn't be able to look over his shoulder. And he dove out of his office chair, breaking it and falling to the floor while stumbling over to his desk and reaching into the bottom drawer for a candlestick firearm, which is a homebrewed weapon I made that a Goblin Sky Commander has. but is also just a cannon, literal cannon. It's cannon in the world, but it is like a flintlock, but it's a candlestick firearm. And he grabbed it from his desk and he launched it and hit Getafix in the chest. I think it was like 8 damage. But this is only the second night of a 3-night long festival. This has turned into one hell of a party. This is shaping up to be one hell of a time, and I will now the city of Oxton on the map. The governor's mansion is on the very top in its own little secluded walls with 2 larger mansions, a body of water. There's a tavern across the lake. There is a temple to Mother Ziona, the religious figure on the top left of this little square. There's a well. There's some, small farmland. But anyways, we're going inside of a building. I'll just ping here which building we're going in. We're going to be going in the bottom one, the vertical-wise one. And we are going to be right in front of the governor's desk. So here's a piece of image I stole from the internet to play as the governor.
Chonky.
He chonked. I think he broke the chair, Okay, and right now, Getafix, I am going to pull up the initiative order. So why don't you click on your token and roll for initiative.
Hey.
You rolled
0.
a nat 1. Plus.
Yikes.
Oh my god.
This is starting off really bad. I mean, the governor rolled a 5, but is -2.
The folks at home, that's a 0.
Yeah.
This says 0.
He rolled a nat 1, but for the folks at home, that is a 0. And the governor, who made out with a 3 total, is still going to be going first here. And what he's going to do is just run over to the fire. And he is putting his hand up on the mantle, on the fireplace mantle, as he's like wheezing for air from running from the desk to over there. And this picture of him does like too much justice. Like, that guy may be chonk, but that guy looks like he could still have like an HP well of like 500, No, this guy's definitely not. The governor I should have used Kevin from The Office. That's who I'm really picturing for the governor. But as he's wheezing, he's gonna reach up and he's going to shoot that candlestick again at you. And he rolled a 9, so that does not hit. As he wheezes, shoots up and poof, shoots a candlestick at you. He's screaming guards again as he's running the whole time. Getafix, it's back to you.
Cool.
Do we hear like shots or yelling?
I'll let you after his turn here.
Okay.
Yep.
I am going to, as a bonus action, use Hidden Step to go invisible.
Okay.
And then when I so
Or
I'm
pass
serving-
without a trace. Or no, your furbog.
Yeah, my furball glacial.
Yeah.
So I turn invisible till the start of my next turn, or until I attack, make a damage roll, or force someone to make a saving throw.
Yep.
In the room, as I look around, is there any, is the door the only escape? Are there windows? Or...
There are 2 windows that might be too big for you or the governor to jump through cleanly. Like, you'd have to make a check to get through it. It's I'd say like a dwarven-sized window.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
they're
all closed.
There's 2 of them that are open. They're behind his desk.
Open?
Yeah.
Cool. And then I'll use my action to wild shape, because I can do it twice.
Yep.
But coming out of it doesn't count as using it, right?
Nope.
Like that's
You can turn it into two wild shapes.
So I'll do the cat and go for the window. Move for the window. And attempt
Invisible
to-
cat, that's so cool.
Let's see here. I do want to mention you ran upstairs to get to the governor's desk. I know that might not have been like clear in the beginning as you like followed him to his desk or whatever, but you
Right.
are not on the first floor.
Got it. And so where's the team in relation to my position? Like, are they outside the building?
Yeah, so
like,
you
in the
guys,
front?
yep, so they're in the front of the mansion. There was like that smoking lounge that was set up and people were sitting there eating like finger treats, I don't know what they're called, little snacks, little morsels. And you had just like went off into the front of the bushes and disappeared, and people were like, what kind of magic trick is going on here? And then you'd followed the governor, and I mean, not to get too metagamey from there, the party's out front.
Well, I'll still go for the window and see if there's any sort of like ledge or plant pot thing or something to kind of move out of the windowsill, but outside.
Okay. So you run up to the window. The window's right behind the desk. One second, I'm getting some feedback. Is that my feedback?
I hear it too, but I don't see anyone's mic lighting up.
Okay.
I don't hear shit.
I don't hear shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's only in the governor's office.
Yeah. As you walk up to the window, and jump up there as a cat, it's pretty sheer. There's like a barred little ledge, but it's just like the size of the window ledge, and it's mostly used for plants. But since it's like late autumn now, or middle autumn, there isn't anything growing on it. It's just like a plant ledge, and you see it's about over 10-15 feet drop. Probably more than that, actually, because that would be, it's probably 15 to 20, more like it.
15 to 20.
Yeah, I'm looking at a bigger map than you right now.
You're a cat though, so like, you're just
Land
gonna
on my
land on your
feet.
feet. Yeah.
You've got 9 lives.
Don't tell me that hey, I don't know you're here.
You also only have 2 HP as a cat. Which, if you take any damage reduces to 0, and then Getafix would take the remaining. So if you take more than 2 damage, it'll go to Getafix. But the cat can tank 2 damage, the cat form.
And then I would like transform back into Getafix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I don't see no other options, so I will. Is there anything within a general vicinity I could jump towards, like a bush or maybe a wagon of hay?
So let's see here. Behind the governor's mansion is a urban garden, is like a garden. So maybe a bale of straw isn't out of the question. It is autumn, so there is a lot of dead hay, a lot of dead grass. There's a pile of like raked leaves and straw that you can jump into, but I'm going to need an acrobatics from a cat. So a D20 plus 2.
D20 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how it works? 9.
9? Okay. As a cat, as you out the window of a 15, 20 foot.
I'm an invisible cat, all right?
Okay, an invisible cat. I don't even know if it works that way, if hidden step stays if you're an animal, but for now it's fine because as you land in the hay, it is dark and getting a little colder, so it wasn't just hay, it was actually a potato mound. And you take 6 bludgeoning damage, 2 as a cat, and so you just, as soon as you and land and let out like a little, I mean, you can let out whatever you want, but yeah, you onto it and revert back and take 4 damage to Getafix. Okay. And the rest of the team, without knowing what you just witnessed, you heard them yelling for guards. Last you remembered, Garett, you had looked over. I'm going to say you guys all heard the candlestick go off twice.
And we recognize it, right? Because that was what happened on the boat.
Yes, you
On
could
airship.
definitely remember that. And then you also did roll a perception, and you noticed that the guard at the front door had turned around as if somebody was talking to him, and he went from like a relaxed position to a very like nervous standing upright in front of the door, as the door like shut behind him. So that's what you guys see. And let's have you guys enter the turn order now. Let's just have you enter the turn order now if you guys want to. You can't click on your tokens though, so just roll initiative and I can automatically add you.
Poop.
I also rolled a 1 for initiative. Oh, God damn it.
At least everybody's lone really roll. Sans Eliard. I don't often see 0 in the turn order unless I'm playing with Getafix. It's like 0 in the turn order? Yeah, it happens all the time. So yeah, let's go to Eliard.
Cool. So
you're just gonna have to do
I don't
theater. Yeah, you're gonna have to do theater of the mind here. You're outside the governor's mansion. You are about 30 feet away from the front door. You're about your movement speed to the front door, and there's a there is a guard standing out front. He looks very nervous though about what's going on. Someone whispered something to him and then shut the door, and he is now standing upright, actually doing his guard job nervously.
Pause real quick and just ask a question.
Sure.
Did any of us hear or like which way is the window facing? Because it seemed to have been facing the courtyard, right?
No. So the window that he jumped out of is facing the backyard, which is facing the like farm plot.
So we didn't see anything.
You did
or
not
hear.
you didn't see or hear a cat jump out the window.
Okay.
Not compared to, he's on the other side of the building now.
Sure.
Yep.
And I'm pretty close in proximity to the rest of the party.
Yeah, they're right at your flanks. Like they're right there with you.
Okay.
You are reacting a lot faster because, I mean, one, mechanically, you rolled a 21, which is literally everybody's combined times 3. And you reacted sooner roleplay wise because like you're familiar with danger. You're an old time soldier. Like you know what's going on. So you react right away.
So, all right. So because I am a soldier, like you.
Yeah.
Because of my background, I'm trying to get a quick head count, and I realize that Getafix is not by us. Could I roll? Can I roll? What would that be, like? Investigation or perception to see if I can kind of figure out based off of where the guard is and where I heard the sound coming from to try to go in the general direction of where I might think
I'm gonna say because Getafix rolled a nat 1, or I'm sorry, rolled a 2 on his stealth to go into that bush when he turned into a cat. I'm gonna assume that you know what he did because it was very obvious that this like 8-foot donkey bear man just like backed into a bush, and then and then he just like disappeared. But Eliard, you know that he's a shapeshifter, and you might have even seen him as a cat run in. Oh, by the way, Getafix, what kind of cat are you?
Definitely a Persian.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
Black
Like a
Persian.
black Persian cat, long hair.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Love it. So yeah, Eliard, you know that you've probably seen Getafix as a cat run in there.
So I turn to the party and I say, "Like, I think I know where all the member is. Now we best get going pretty quick, but I gotta go find our friend." So I'm gonna essentially tell them we gotta like group up and get going, but I need to go and find Getafix. Yeah. So I walking in the direction of where I believe he has fallen.
I don't think that you'd know that he jumped out the window behind the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, could I start walking the perimeter? You know.
Yeah, you could start walking the perimeter.
Okay. So, yeah, I do that. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. And Brian, I need you to roll an initiative for Erizo. Do you have a D20 on you?
Yeah, I'll do that real quick.
Okay. And I can get you his character sheet now.
Special Erizo dice.
Are they red?
Black with red numbers. No, I'm just kidding. Those are normally my combat dice.
Erizo dice.
White marble dice, actually. Yeah, I'll stick with this one.
And I gave you access to his sheet. I guess you could just roll it from his journal too if you want now.
I don't have it yet.
Okay. Might take a minute to reset, but yeah.
So I rolled a 14.
Okay. I can add.
But that's the die roll. So I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
Yeah, his initiative is 4.
Oh shit.
Jeez.
Okay, so 18.
Yep. Okay, so Eliard, you see that there's something really fishy going on at the manor, and you decide to walk around the perimeter. There are other people that are starting to leave as well since the governor left. The smoking lounge area in front, there's like not like folding chairs, but really nice lawn chairs that are set out, and you know those cool lava rock propane fires that they have on like rooftop party. Yeah, there's like one of those, but like totally magical. And people are all trying to clear out of that area now as you guys are standing there at the mansion still, kind of looking like, what's up? And it's Erizo's turn.
So in this case, I think Erizo is going to recognize that there is something going on and going to kind of ready. Well, not gonna unsheath the short sword, but at least have a hand on the hilt.
You guys don't have any weapons. You left them with.
Oh, that's right. We don't have weapons. That's absolutely right.
Yep.
So Rizo's just gonna go ahead and follow Eliard, but just kind of like crouch down and get an idea of the area.
Okay.
He's gonna go ahead and use primal awareness.
Okay. Do you want to share what that does?
Never mind.
Yeah.
Makes him aware.
Because I think it only works for undead, in this case.
or elementals, or fae, or fiends,
Oh,
dragons,
okay, so
celestials,
it's not
aberrations.
just favored enemy, but it is beasts.
In this case, yes, but it's a spell slot, so I'm not going to use it. I
Okay.
am just going to kind of keep an eye out. And ready. Sorry, I'm looking
That's
through
okay.
some of the stuff. I'm gonna ready fog cloud if we get attacked.
Okay, cool. Ready a fog
And I'm
cloud.
gonna
Ready a
yeah, I'm gonna
smoke grenade.
Yep. It's a 20-foot radius, so a 40-foot diameter sphere of fog.
Ooh.
I don't know how far zoomed in you guys are on the map.
Oh boy. That's awesome.
But I'm just gonna put Getafix here, and Eliard, since you're the top of the turn order, I'm just gonna make you. No, Garett, that's too many tokens. Sadly, I need 2 Erizo. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna do the one for Eliard, just to kind of show where you guys are at, because I wanted to know which way Eliard that you're going. If you see like the long bridge, the long thing here that's connecting the two, that's like an open air walkway. I don't know if you ever saw the movie Resident Evil, the first one. There's like that really cool walkway that's open air and it goes to the hive. That's kind of what that is. There's like it's like columns, like Roman column pillars, in a walkway. And everybody's heading out towards the exit. So there are people heading out towards this door. There are people coming from the tavern over here, over on the bottom left, the southwest side of the mansion estate area. And everybody's kind of moseying on through this door as they're leaving. And Erizo is following you. And it is whose turn?
Okay.
The governor.
How do you bring up the
actually
turn order again?
I think I have to bring it up. I think if I closes it for everybody. And you guys don't know what the governor does because you guys aren't in there. So you guys don't know what's going on anymore in the mansion. And Nerva, it's your turn.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Eliard, which way did you say you're going?
I'm just following a.
No, Eliard.
Which way did I say I was going? Well, I
Yeah,
guess I
like you
didn't,
going north or south?
Because
you said you wanted to patrol the perimeter with your turn. Like you wanted to start patrolling the perimeter. So I want to know, like, what does that mean? Like, which way does that mean?
I'm gonna go. Well, it looks like I'm gonna go south.
Okay.
Like go from the bottom.
Okay.
I got kicked. Freaking! I swear, Roll20 annihilates my CPU.
I think that's true. Yeah.
Common. Yeah. I have to refresh a handful of times per night.
Okay, Nerva, it's your turn. Eliard and Erizo have started prowling behind the mansion for some reason. Like they know their friend jumped out the window.
Okay, well, I'm gonna see them moving, and I'm going to try to message Getafix because I can see that I heard Eliard say that Getafix is missing and that they're going to start looking. So I'm gonna try to message him. I'm gonna take a look at the spell. And I mean, I didn't know anything about the cat thing or whatever, so I have no idea what's going on, but that's okay. Message. Creature within range 120 feet. Point toward a creature. You can cast through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. I guess I wouldn't necessarily know where he is, but I know. I mean, that would be my educated guess.
Yeah, it'd be your educated guess, and
or at least I would
think
just
that, like,
start pointing toward the house.
Like I think that you're, like you can assume that he's in there, and we can say that that kind of works as like knowing. You're like, I'm very confident Because and Nerva, I mean, does Nerva ever think that anything's ever fact anyways? Like once she learns like the facts of stuff, isn't she always like thinking more? Like human consciousness,
Right.
once we think we've
Well-
known it all, we start to wonder, have we really wondered enough?
So yeah, so I'm going to message toward the house
Okay.
and say, Getafix, are you okay? Guards are moving and we're looking for you.
So I was going to let it work while he was in the governor's room because it cannot pass through more than 3 feet of wood. And I thought, well, there's really only like there's maybe like 2 walls between you guys. If you're like at the front of the mansion, okay, there's like 2 walls maybe between you guys, and I think the walls might be more than a foot thick, but I thought I'll let it go through 2.
The spell doesn't have to follow a straight line and can travel freely around corners or through openings.
Right, but I don't think that there's 120 feet can go all the way around the building, especially because you don't know he's all the way around the building.
Okay.
Yeah. You can try something else if you want.
Well, I would have tried that first, which is an action anyways.
Okay.
And I obviously won't hear reply, so I will just, I guess, make a stealth check. Like I'll try to hide.
Hold on, was I muted there? There I am. Yeah, you could definitely make a stealth check. Do you know, like, if you want to like try and hide amongst the crowd, hide amongst the bushes that Getafix tried hiding in?
Oh,
Is there any
and
specific?
seeing me. I want to see if I can just like slink into a shadow or something and like watch the guards where they're going. I don't know. I guess I don't really have any like abilities that allow me to do that.
I was gonna say that kind of sounds like a spell to be like
hiding.
Shadow Walker, you know. But if you want to roll me a stealth check anyways, since your message was kind of like I might not have said that. I could have just told you it probably wasn't gonna work right away. But it was one of those things where like you kind of have to just figure out. But I'll let you roll a stealth, not as a bonus action, but just as like this one time as like a mix with the message. Maybe you're trying to stealth more than you're trying to message, right?
I guess hide is an action too, so I can't hide either.
Yeah. And are you following them behind the house?
I mean, I guess I didn't necessarily want to just like start walking around the house.
by
I
yourself.
don't really know what's going on. I feel like we shouldn't even be here.
Eliard thought, something's dangerous around here. I bet if there's something dangerous going on, Getafix jumped out of a balcony window.
Surprise!
Surprise. If I know that cat like I do. So I'm just gonna assume you're following them. And
yeah.
I can move to Garett. Unless there's any bonus actions you had in mind. I don't ask because I know. Sometimes when I ask you guys when it's a turn, I'm like, okay, next up, and I go, oh wait, unless you had a bonus, or if I say like any bonus actions. Sometimes when I've like thought about it, it sounds like I know that there's a bonus action you should be doing and you're not doing it. I genuinely just always ask because sometimes I forget about my own bonus actions. Yeah, I don't ever know if you guys have bonus actions ready or not. Garett, your turn.
Okie dokie. So I see. So Garett notices, I guess, the guards kind of acting alert, the party kind of going around the backside of the house and kind of rallying together. So he's gonna follow Erizo and going to ready a minor illusion if we're attacked as well, or if a guard starts to approach, like gets within, I guess, how far of a reaction can I go? Like if I see a guard get, draw their sword or get hostile, can I do that?
Yeah, what is the the trigger is that if you see a guard acting in a hostile way toward you guys?
Correct.
Okay. So if a guard expresses hostility towards you guys that you can see, what is the
Correct.
what does that trigger?
I am going to trigger a minor illusion cantrip that I will describe if and when that happens.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna follow the group. That's all.
Halt. Who goes there?
And now it is Getafix, your turn. You are face planted in a hay pile, a potato mound.
Are they Yukon Golds, Reds? No specification.
What was that?
I said, are they Yukon Golds or red potatoes? Or...
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to yourself for a second while sending a message. Yeah, you're probably like face first with looking at one. They're Yukon Golds. They're real nice. Yeah, Yukon Gold
the
potatoes.
real workhorse of the potatoes. All right. I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
And attempt to move to the south towards the gate that we came in on. And then I'm going to use my Balm of the Summer Court to heal myself.
Okay, cool. Roll your. How many d6 are you using?
I am level 5. I'm going to do 2. 2d6. Nice. Solid 4.
A lot of ones tonight.
Yeah.
And then I still have an action left. And then just for good measure, I'll cast a cure wounds on myself.
Okay. Get yourself back up to full HP.
That's the goal.
Okay.
Okay, click. Why did it work? Maybe not. Hello. Oh, I have to select which level I'm casting it at. Duh. So an 8. Perfectly, just what I needed.
Oh, nice. That brings you back up to full HP. And as you start walking south, towards the back of the mansion, it is very long. Like, the mansion itself is about 120 feet, with you being somewhere around the middle.
Right.
So using both bonus action, using your action to cast Cure Wounds, or is that a bonus action? I think it's
Well, Cure Wounds is an action, but
Okay.
Balm of the Summer Court was a
Yep.
bonus action,
No,
so
I was-
I would just have my 30.
yeah.
feet
I
of
was thinking if you had an action to do dash, but
I do not.
yeah. So you're gonna be just a little bit footer closer to the south of the building. And that brings us to the top of the turn order with Eliard prowling around the back of the house. Do you want to keep moving? on your perimeter sweep.
Can I make an owl noise before my turn my turn's over? Or is that
Yeah,
does that count as an action?
No, it doesn't count as an. How I do it is that since like this is all happening within like 6 seconds of itself, you know, and we're moving, you can definitely just like yell a hooty hoo. Like you could have done that while you were healing yourself, right? Like while you were pulling out that
Right.
salve to like cure your wounds, you could have been like owl hooting like you were. Oh, and that makes sense because you did that when you were in danger. When you guys were in the Damdurum passage, you hooty hooed like an owl to show that you're in danger. And the party definitely hears that. So Eliard, you hear a hooty hoot from the back of the mansion.
Okay. I think to myself, something is a hooty hooting.
Something's hooty around here.
Something's hooty around here. I think you're too hooey, not enough hooty. All right. And I'm gonna keep making my way around the back
Okay,
side.
so you do have enough movement to. Actually, I did move your token a little bit, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna say that you can round the corner, and about 100 feet from you, you can see Getafix dusting some hay off of himself and putting a potato in his pocket.
Yes.
I'd like to do an owl call to him.
Okay, you want to return an owl call?
Return an owl call, yes.
Okay, cool. And I use
Maybe it's more of a gravelly kind of washed up owl.
yeah. You try to return it. It's just a really bad owl call.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say that it took your full turn to move that far to get around the corner to find him.
Okay. Yeah.
And Erizo, I'm sorry.
Does he notice me?
Yeah, he can. He hears it in return, but you guys can't talk just because of turn order. And since, let's see here. And you know what? This whole turn order thing is completely erroneous because nobody's made an attack in the last like 5 turns. So there really isn't even a turn order. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. So upon turning the corner, hearing a hooty hoots, and then turning the corner, seeing Getafix and you returning a hooty hoot, you guys can just start a role play. Just know that I am setting a timer.
Okay. I think it would be on you, Getafix, because I just did that.
Yeah, I would just continue. I would acknowledge Eliard and continue my long strided jaunt, brisk jaunt south towards Eliard.
Cool. You guys meet up on the back of the house. What are you guys doing now?
Let's go, you little bugger. We go get to the front and get out of this goddamn mansion.
Agreed. I have much to explain. Let's go while there's time.
Okay, and you guys start heading for the mansion door, and I'm sorry, the front gate. But as you turn around, and I'm just gonna say the whole party's kind of together at the back right corner of the mansion. I'm gonna say as you guys meet up, and you say, you know, let's get out of here, and you turn around on the other side of the mansion, you see a well-armored fighter, and he's got a really beautiful shining suit of armor. He's got a shield in one arm and a long sword in his other, and he slides his bucket hat. He's got a big bucket helmet over his head, and he points his sword up right at you guys, and he says, "Stop there! You guys are wanted for treason." And we're gonna roll a new initiative. And
Would I be rolling a d20 for that?
you will be.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. IRL. Alright, I rolled a 19.
Sweet.
Woo.
Eliard's got the hot initiatives.
No kidding.
Can we click into the turn order now, or will
Yeah,
we put our
you
tokens
can. Yeah, you
on?
can put your tokens down, and
Okay.
that should be good.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. I can manually add yours because you rolled a 20.
Oh, yeah, I put mine in, but it didn't go in the turn order. I think it did before you. put
Yours
yours.
actually did go in the turn order, which is cool. That works.
Really?
Do you not
I
see
just
it?
see Eliard. I just see Eliard in there, so I was.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
I'm looking at yours. Wow, Garett, jeez.
Oh,
Oh, my
sorry.
bad.
That's
For Erizo.
Erizo.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
You clicked on the token, so it went in for him.
yeah, from now on I'm gonna try and remember to switch the rolling as name.
I think if you just roll off the sheet, it should be fine. We don't need to worry about that. I know what you're doing.
My dog's trying to eat my dice. She's like,
can
Oh
switch
no,
it with-
forbidden candies.
yeah. Does the roll still count if she has to poop it out?
Okay, guys, we
4
gotta wait till
hours
next
later.
week.
Okay, so this is for the champion.
Oh, no. No dice for you. You have your own toys.
Missy? Missy, what do you think you're doing here? Oh, this is honest. Oh, she doesn't want it. Okay.
I wonder if they make D&D
They
animal
do.
toys. Oh,
100%. I've never seen them, but that's like, it'd be foolish if they didn't. That could be a great market to capitalize on.
Let's see. D&D dog toys.
So can I
smokes.
get my free
Dang.
cantrip in this because we have a
A hostile
guard?
guard.
Who's being hostile?
I did drop the turn order, the initiative, but I'm gonna give it to you because you didn't have it prepared. You're probably a little spooked out too. What's the illusion that you make appear?
So instantly. So before I choose this, are people still heading towards the gate? Are they like slowly moseying out, or they're just kind of like all still in the grounds?
It's a good. It's all of the above. There are like people on the grounds who are moseying out. The people who haven't left the grounds yet are probably drunk. They're probably just like they've been having too much fun, and they're like, the like if there were any guards like around them now, they'd be like, hey, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. That crowd is kind of remaining, but other people are still leaving the gates. And Getafix, I don't see you in the turn order. So you rolled a 5, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna delete you from my end, and I'm just gonna manually add yours. Yeah, you probably when I went to the new map, maybe it gave you some weird, because it's roll 20. There's bugs.
Love roll 20.
Peace, love, and basketball.
Okay, so what I am going to do is
I did want to mention this last time too. When we were in Goodhead and you casted the fire, you made like a fire image. Minor illusion does not move. It is a PNG. It's like a JPEG.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't move. It's a static photo.
Damn.
I thought
well,
of that
kinda
later.
ruins what I was gonna do.
Yeah, I thought of that later when because I was picking out my own sorcerer spells, and I was looking at major illusion, and it was like a moving object, and I was like, what? And I was like, oh shit, that's right. And I went to minor illusion, and I noticed that it's a static image.
Miner's stat, the cantrip. Okay.
One that because it's a cantrip. Yeah, it's just like you can make a picture of like a steaming piece of pork, but like the steam wouldn't be moving.
Okay, well I'm still gonna do this then.
There's a picture of beer. There's a beer bottle.
That's fine. So, and is the image flipped now? So north is south, south is north, or where's the gate in this map.
Yep, I'm gonna put I can draw a little. Yeah, you know, I spent about 2 days drawing a fucking awesome map inside the mansion,
He just jumped out the window.
and in 5 minutes, it was like, "Fuck your map," and so I was
Yep.
like, "All right, whatever. This is what
Damn
we this
life.
is what we do. This is what we do." But hey, this map will work. This is what I used to make before I learned how to draw maps. So this way is south. Exit.
It's going slow for me. Is it the right side?
Hit the bottom right.
Okay, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, and those
okay,
green blotches are trees by you.
Gotcha.
And you are Erizo first.
Oh, you're not gonna give me my free cantrip? Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, go for it. Whatever you want to do.
That's what I was gonna do. So over I got 30 feet, so I'm gonna quickly, just as I notice this, Garett's gonna swipe his hand and turn around quickly, and the swipe of a hand is kind of like a little click.
Yeah.
And instantly over the roof of the governor's mansion, I'm gonna have a 5 foot tall woman in a black gown. She looks somewhat humanoid with a black pointy hat, just stand there with her arms up in a Y, hands kind of in a claw motion.
So she's like a 2 foot tall woman because it can't exceed a 5 foot cube.
Yeah, so it's 5 by 5 by 5, right?
So she's got
a
her
5
hands like up in front of her.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. So she's got her hands in front of her,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a mummy. So
Okay.
I'm envisioning like a witch, right?
Okay.
So this is like the Halloween type fall thing. So there's a witch now standing on top of the governor's mansion all of a sudden,
Okay.
just standing there.
And it doesn't make any noise, right? Or
Yep,
is it one or
exact-
the
well,
other?
It's one or the other.
Okay.
At this point, it's not making noise.
Okay. All right. So there's a static image of a witch doing like a T pose on top of the manor.
Gary's
right.
mod style.
Gary's mods.
A mood.
You should have just done
Uh,
like a naked old dude or something. Just
I've got plans. Don't
It's
worry.
Halloween. It's a full moon. It's the
got
full moon
plans.
festival.
it's a full
I had
moon.
other plans until they got ruined, but I've got plans. Don't worry.
Until they got ruined by the fact that it's a cantrip.
God damn it.
Stupid cantrip.
Stupid rules.
Okay, Erizo's turn. You don't have any weapons.
Right. In this case, we have no weapons. You're absolutely correct. Range is 120.
Flip him the bird.
I am going to.
The triple bird.
I'm gonna toss. I'm gonna pull out a little bit of smoke in my hand, swirl around, and toss it in their direction. And just gonna throw a smoke cloud, aiming directly here in the middle. So 20 feet out radius from this.
A 20-foot radius is 40 feet. Okay.
So 40-foot diameter, yeah.
Yep. And I'll make it maroon since it's Erizo.
Go, best friend.
Best friend. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's
1, 2.
four squares, yeah.
Oops, I think I just did it a size too big. Okay, and I can move it now. And where did you want it? Centered on them?
Right on the guard captain or whoever that is.
Like centered on him? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are effectively blind. They're in
I'm gonna
heavily
I'm gonna go.
obscured.
Chaps, time to go! And start
That
just
is what it is.
beelining it. Right, exactly.
Okay, and are
I'm
you
trying to
and
remember.
did you take off? Are you flying?
Sure, why not?
Cool. Yeah, you can fly.
Because that's what Erizo would do. 20 foot, 50
50
foot
foot.
flying. Fuck yeah,
Yep,
let's
so
go.
you can get right about there. Yep, so you're
Yep.
flying towards the exit.
I'm gonna fly more towards the trees, like up here,
Okay.
just in case I need some cover. You know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Uh.
And now it's your other character's turn. Now it's Garett's turn.
Oh fuck yeah. All right. So
Double
Garett.
points.
God, I have to think about this now. We have no weapons. I am going to. I'm gonna scrounge around on the ground real quick and pick up 3 little pebbles and real fast carve little smiley faces in them and hand them out. One to Eliard and one to Nerva because they're right behind me. And I'm like, throw these if they get close. Just don't drop them. Throw them if they get close. And then I'm gonna take off after Erizo. I keep one. Eliard has one. Nerva has one.
Okay, so you tossed a little stone to which 3 people again?
Eliard, Nerva, Garett.
Okay. Eliard, Nerva, and Garett all have a magic little stone.
I have one too.
All 4 of you got one?
No,
wait,
no,
I have
Garett
one from-
doesn't have one.
I
no.
have one.
Because I just did
Oh,
what
sure.
I did. It nullified the one that's in your pocket. Getafix.
Right.
Oh.
You only have
okay.
3 at a time.
So keep it because you never know. But yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take off after Erizo as far as I can, which right there. I think that's right. So 1, 5. Okay. Man, having 2 characters to play right after each other, especially with the second one being like a utility,
Yeah.
is not easy. But that's okay. We got no weapons, so it doesn't matter.
There are no weapons, yeah.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Eliard, you're up.
All right. Give me a second. I'm trying to look something up.
Sure.
Garett's on the turn order twice, by the way.
Oops, that was meant to say Getafix. Whoopsies.
I saw the 5 and I saw Garett, but I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Shit,
Give it to
man,
Garett.
I can't call it.
I see how it is, man.
Right. So I'm gonna move Eliard darts a little bit forward so that Garett, Erizo, and myself are kind of in a triangle formation.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna cast magic missile. And,
1 second. I don't think you can cast magic missile. So
Why
it
not?
says each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range, and all 3 enemies are in a heavily obscured fog cloud. So
okay.
Yep, so you can't see anybody in that cloud.
Got it. Okay.
Damn, Eliard, this was supposed to be your time to shine. Look at all your stuff.
Good job.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Good job.
Hey, Mel.
Good job.
How many feet can I move?
You can move. Well, you looks like you just stepped up like 10 feet, so you have another 20 feet of movement.
I think you only have 2 feet, so you're only allowed to move those 2 feet.
You only have 2 feet, but you can use those 2 feet to move another 20.
Okay. All right. So I can move another 20, you said?
Yeah. Not, you can move up to, yeah, from your token.
Okay.
So
up
that's 4
another
squares.
20. All right. And I'm going to use. I'm going to use Control Flame. Cast Control Flame to.
Are you saying control flan?
Huh?
Control
Flame.
flan?
Flan. So I'm trying to, because it says 60 feet.
But it has to be a non-magical flame that you can see within range, and there aren't any fires
shoot.
on the side
Alright.
of the house,
Okay.
or that would be within range.
All right.
And if you and if you did find a flame or a torch that was 60 feet away, you can only expand it in a 5-foot cube. 5 feet in one direction, provided that wood or other fuel is present.
Could I cast Guiding Bolt? Because it doesn't say I have to see the creature.
Right. Guiding Bolt is you make a spell attack. So you would make a ranged spell attack. So it's a d20 plus 6. You'd make a ranged spell attack with disadvantage. So you'd roll it twice and take the lowest because you're using what knowledge you knew of their positioning before the fog cloud started. So that's kind of like you have disadvantage, but that's how you're still able to shoot in there a Guiding Bolt.
All right. So Eliard kind of runs up ahead, and he's just like trying to think really quickly of what to do. Doesn't see any flames around that he can manipulate. So he's just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna use Guiding Bolt on where I think these guys are." All right. So it's gonna be.
So roll a d20 plus 6. Do it twice. Take the lowest.
Roll d20 twice.
Yeah, and take the lowest.
Okay. Thanks. And add 6 to that?
Yep.
All right, so 8.
Okay. 8 is not enough to hit. I'm assuming you're shooting at the champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This guy. Yeah, you.
That guy I'm looking ass.
Yeah. And you. So you hurl a guiding bolt at Zac Efron, and it you don't even know if it hits or not, but it didn't hit. It just and then disappears into the fog cloud. And then we are gonna move on to the guards. It's their turn. Well, the guards are doing their turn. Eliard, check your inbox.
Does he just carry around an inbox with him?
Yeah, he got a tweet. As he threw the guiding bolt, like ding, and like gave him a little notification sound.
Where's my inbox?
It's on your Facebook Messenger. But yeah, you can read that privately.
Silence your device, fool.
No. Just check your inbox. Check your DMs from the DM.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit. Do. He said it. Okay, so this is the Earth round. So the guards all go at the same time. One's gonna run out this way. They're running out a little crooked because they had the smoke to deal with. And the one who, what the hell is that? That loading image sign? Oh, it's a measuring tool. Okay, whatever, that was a mistake. So let's see here. Each guard is holding a spear, and they are going to each throw that spear.
Logan, can you check your inbox?
Yeah, I will. When I get a second here. You're gonna get. Let's see here. Eliard, you're gonna get 2 spears thrown at you by these guards that just ran out of the fog cloud. Ooh, not good for me. Looks like. Oh god, they have a horrible weapon attack. Yeah, neither of them hit. They were both below 10. So yeah, you walk out, hurl a guiding bolt, and right as you look down at your phone to check your message, 2 spears just fly over your head as you put your head down to check your phone. And then just 2 spears. And realistically, yeah, you're very dexterous as a person, so you're able to just like dodge them. But they are big spears that just hurled past you. And that was their turn. Nerva, you're up.
Oh boy. We're really fighting these guards. How far away is the house in relation to where we are?
It's the black box on the left, the little black outline. That's the mansion.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
about 40 feet to Nerva's right.
Where are our weapons?
The weapons,
They
if you,
with this house, or where they are, like they somewhere far away? I forget.
they're not that far away. I'm gonna flip back to the other map quick just to give you a more. I want to be consistent with the spacing.
Yeah. I just don't remember if it's.
They're about 85.
weapons?
They're about 85 feet from you. So they're actually just off screen. There's a just off screen. There is a little guard hut.
Okay.
And inside that guard hut is the 2 chests. I mean, there was a whole bunch of like small itemized chests for people that came in with weapons. But yeah, your guys' chest. You can probably see it from here right now if you look over. A lot of the chests are wide open as people have left, and there's like 1 or 2 chests that are closed. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to cast Blur on myself and move in the direction of the weapons chest.
Sweet. Perfect. And Blur is an action, right?
Yes. Level 2 spell, I believe. I'll just.
Because Nerva doesn't want to get hit by a spear, because that might be.
I don't want to get hit by a spear. If I get hit by a spear, I'll probably die.
Yeah. Nerva is not looking to get hit by a spear. Let's be honest.
I literally can't right now.
It is a concentration.
Okay.
That's fine though. And then that is an action, so I can't dash. I'll just be like walking blurrily.
You can run. Yeah, you know that.
I can run. I'll run blurily.
You know that TikTok filter that's like they do like smooth. Could you teach me how to Dougie? And it's like doing that like wave back and forth. It's like making that's the blur spell. Smooth. No, teach me how to Dougie.
Yeah. So
the waves.
My hair is extra wavy.
Yeah.
And I'm basically gonna keep my eyes on these guards, but like move towards the weapons chests.
The guards need to roll a humor check, right?
Oh, 1 second. What was that?
I said the guards need to roll a humor check, right?
Yeah.
As they see her Dougie and over.
One guard rolled a nat 20, the other one rolled an 18. So they're like, hey, isn't that from that trending Vine? Notice how I said trending when it's no longer a trending filter, and I also called it a Vine.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Logan. I'm 30 years old, and I'm a fucking boomer. Okay, yeah. So Nerva, you're just cruising behind Erizo. You could use a free action to yell to Erizo, because since Erizo is being played by Garett, I'm gonna say we can all play as Garett. So if you want to like help influence Erizo to go get the weapons, you're more than welcome. Because Erizo, you can play as Erizo because like it's like the community bicycle. Everybody can play as Erizo. Yeah. So I was gonna say like you can use a free action to like yell at him.
Like,
grab the loot.
Wiggling around, moving toward him, I guess, and being like,
Smooth.
There should be
You teach me how
weapons
to-
in those chests. Find something
Yeah.
fun.
Go grab our weapons and teach me how to Dougie.
Yeah.
You know
Okay,
what?
cool.
And yeah, the vocal, it's the component for that spell is only verbal, so I'll just be like,
It really is only verbal. It's so good.
Teach me how to Dougie.
Teach me.
Okay,
You're like
yeah, so
chanting that.
that's me.
Teach me how to Dougie. That's the concentration. That's the concentration you're doing. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Smooth. And you like dodge with
Okay.
it. Yeah. Okay. We're having too much fun with that. Great turn,
That's
Nerva.
enough.
Yeah. Great turn, Nerva. The champion's turn. Zac Efron. And he is going to run straight out of the fog. He's like jogging out of it in his heavy armor. And as he's running out of it, like wisps of like the fog and the smoke like whip around him like some cool action fighter. As he runs out of it and he stops and he will let's see here. He's gonna stop right there, and then he's going to he yelled stop for treason, I think, earlier.
Yep.
This time he's gonna run up to you, Eliard, and recognize that you've you can tell a soldier when you see a soldier, and maybe just assumes that you once fought for the Empire. That's why you're in Oxton, and he's gonna take his longsword and he's just gonna like spin it in his hand, like whirl it in his hand, and he's gonna go traitor and spin his longsword. And that was his turn. Getafix. Yep.
Hey yo, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Getafix.
Your friendly neighborhood fur bug.
I'm gonna move and split the difference between this Garett and Eliard. I think that was 30 feet. 30 feet there.
Yeah, that looks good.
Alright. Then we got 20 feet to Eliard, 15 feet to Garett. What are we looking at here? Just in some calculations.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Nice.
So a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, making you and your companions, masking you and your companions from detection for the duration. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. So I should be able to hit.
You and Garett and Eliard.
Yep. So I'm gonna kind of, as I move into the middle here, I'm gonna like yell on me.
Nice.
And then kind of throw up my Frodo Baggins.
Throw your ring on.
Yeah, throw my ring on. And then like gesture for that, like on me, and tell them to come towards me.
Okay. And that's concentration for up to an hour.
Correct.
And one thing too that I totally misread when I was in the player handbook, when it talks about duration, like 1 minute, it says that one round of combat is 6 seconds. And I was like, on your turn, it says like your turn is 6 seconds. And I always interpreted that like each turn is 6 seconds, but it's the entire round of combat that is 6
The
seconds.
entire round. Yeah.
Yep. And so that's just, I wanted to mention that now because 1 hour is a lot of, you know what I mean? That's a nice, good
Right.
old long time. So, yeah.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'm glad you figured that one.
Yeah, I wanted to say, I just wanted to bring that up while because like Nerva's got her blur on, so that I think is 1 minute or something. So that's gonna be 10 rounds of combat.
Yep, 10 rounds.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Getafix, you've casted this dark veil of shadows around you,
Yeah.
masking you and your companions from detection.
So, basically, that's what I want to do is mask Eliard and Garett, and then
Okay.
kind of tell them on me and point towards, like,
I think
Or-
it really only helps if you're making stealth checks.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's gonna work too well. I'm just trying to think if it's like mass invisibility spell or if it's because like what spell level is it? It's a first. It's a what spell? Second level spell, and I'm pretty sure invisibility is also a second level spell. Yeah. Because like if it was mass
'cause you can't be-
invisibility, if it was like mass invisibility, but it says you can't be detected. But the question I'm trying to bring up now is
like you're
you're
already
already
detected.
detected. Yeah.
Like, does it
Yeah.
break detection or?
If you want to not do that, I'll let you pick something else. Otherwise, like, yeah, it might be hard. I know again in the Goodhead scene, there was a whole lot we did in Goodhead that was like on the cuff, where you guys were like hiding in that Frodo Veil of Shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
because
I'm cool with-
I've never heard of Pass Without a Trace at that point. Yeah, why don't you try something else? Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's completely fine.
Okay.
I was questioning it myself too. But
Okay.
I was like, oh, if it works, it works. though.
Yeah, fuck, why not?
Then since I'm here, I'm just gonna components duration instantaneous. I'm gonna conjure up a good old wave of water
Ooh, yeah.
Nice, good old tidal wave.
that you could be 30 feet long. So I can't get all three of them.
If we ever start a band, our band name should be Tidal Wave.
Tidal wave.
Tidal wave. Tidal wave.
Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw on a failure. Okay. So I'm gonna cast it like at this angle. How am I alting? like that.
Nice. And it's 10 feet wide?
Yes. 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw.
So it's like a 6x2 rectangle. Right? Like 6 squares by 2 squares? By 2 squares high?
Yeah, that sounds right. Because yeah. 10 feet wide, 30 feet long.
It doesn't work that way. But yeah. Yeah, you can get those two guys. So they each need to make a dex save?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, not good. They rolled good for checking how to Dougie, but the champion rolled a 10 and the guard rolled an 8.
So that would be
Hell
off
yeah.
my spell save. Is that what it is?
Yes.
So my spell save, yeah, is 14. So
Cool. Roll, what is it, 4d6?
on a
Bludgeoning?
failure, creature takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage and is knocked
4d8?
God damn.
and is knocked prone.
All right, dude, 4d8. I'll tell you right now that even if you roll all ones, no, 4d8's not enough to kill the guard, but it's close. You could roll below minimum, below average.
18.
18 damage?
Yeah, to each.
Okay.
And they're knocked prone.
Yeah. Well, this guy's prone because he's dead. This other guy is gonna, as he was just one traitor to Eliard, and then he's knocked prone.
And it says, the water then spreads out across the ground in all directions, extinguishing unprotected flames in an area of 30 feet around it. So I don't know if there's any flames.
Eliard checked already.
That's true.
And it says a 30-foot cube.
30 feet of it. 30 feet of it. Flames in its area.
Okay.
Unprotected flames in its area and within 30 feet of it. So
Okay. Nice. Now the lawn's wet. Yeah, the damage is the really rewarding part. Holy smokes, 4d8.
leaking, soaking wet.
Cindy, the TV's leaking. Okay, so it's Erizo's turn. Garett.
Yeah, so Arizo's gonna hear what Nerva says, and is the guard shack that we came in, is that within 50 feet?
It is just outside of 50 feet of flight, so you can very successfully get to the shack with your turn.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So Erizo, I'm just going to, you don't have to.
Move him out. Move him out of the way.
Yeah,
Get him outta here.
I was just going to throw him in the GM layer. Yeah, it's like, don't move him off screen. We'll never find him again. The part of the map not even the DM can go off screen.
Get him out of here.
Sweet. So yeah, he's just landed on the crates, looking at where the weapons are, which crate's theirs. And Garett, it's your turn.
Dope. So Garrett's gonna see everything that is happening, mass chaos, recognize a big wall of water just wiped out a guard. It's like, shit, another murder. God damn it. And is just going to.
That's right, because you have no idea what happened with the governor.
No.
Yeah.
All I know is that this guard was just randomly murdered again by
Not
this group
randomly
of
murdered.
people.
I mean, they're.
You said treason.
You said treason. Yeah. But you're
Now it's
totally
real
right.
treason.
Like, what Garett is going on in Garrett's mind is 100%
Garett
true.
has no idea who this group is outside of like the few days of travel, and has
Outside the
witnessed them
fact he's
murder
got
multiple people.
he's got an Oxton Empire Army Guard uniform on. Fuck.
Exactly. So
Actually, make a no, not yet. Never mind. Sorry, keep going.
okay. So 30 feet. I'm gonna run on the other side of Nerva. Let me see again real quick. So that's 30. And I'm gonna ready one of my cantrips if I get attacked. Just say, "Oh, to the gate! No more killing."
Okay. And you ready to cantrip?
Correct.
What cantrip?
I'll message you.
Okay. And now it is Eliard's turn. The champion guard has been knocked prone. Yeah, champion guard has been knocked prone. The other guard just thrown a spear at you.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at the champion.
Okay,
Alright.
let it rip.
Alright, that's
So if you cast it, you only have a level 1 because you're Eldritch. You're still young in spells. Let's see here. You cast 3d4s plus 1 each. So 3d4s plus 3. So your little caltrop, your little pyramid dice, roll that 3 times and add 3. If you want to send all 3 at the champion guard, yeah.
Yep. Wait a sec, what's the... which side is... if it lands...
The pointed side up.
Okay.
Whatever you, the 3 put together times, plus 3.
11.
Damn. That's a nice magic missile. Yeah, all 3, well, he's laying there. Oh, and he's like a turtle on his back. He's like in his movement shifting up right now. And actually, since this isn't the same, oh no, this is the round after the tidal wave. So yeah, the tidal wave has happened, and now he's rolling to get himself back up, and like just takes 3 burst shots of magic missiles in his rib cage. And anything else that you want to do? That was your action.
I'm gonna use weapon bond and summon my my scimitar.
Nice. So as a Eldritch Knight Fire Ganassi, you have a special weapon bond, and as your bonus action, your scimitar comes whirling out of the chest, just bursts the chest open. I know it's supposed to like teleport or whatever, but I'm just saying like thematically. Your scimitar out of the chest and spins right into your hand.
And I kind of give like a nice smirk.
Nice. With yellow burning eyes.
Yep. And ooh. Can I use action surge?
Yes, you definitely can use action surge.
Alright, I'm gonna use action surge, and
Which, because you're level 5, I'm sorry, keep going.
I'm gonna charge the captain.
Nice, the champion.
With
So,
scimitar.
so when you action surge, it gives you another action. And as a level 5 fighter, anytime that you take and use, anytime you use your action to take the attack action, you get 2 attacks. And because the tidal wave has made the guard, the champion, prone, you'll have each attack with advantage. So you're going to roll 2d20s, take the highest. Then for your second attack, you're going to roll another 2d20s and take the highest.
Okay.
You got time to deal, you got opportunity to deal a lot of damage here.
Knock him out the box.
That was one.
Well, what was the first one?
So I just rolled it 4 times, and
You can't, so it's like your first 2 and then the next 2.
yeah, so I did do that.
Okay. The first one was what?
It was 13.
Plus 6, or did you not add that yet?
I didn't add that yet.
Okay, so it's 19 total for the first one because you get a plus 6 using your scimitar for chance to hit. So your first one's 19, and what was your second one?
And then
Second
14.
attack? 14. Did you add the 6 yet?
No.
So you had a 19 and a 20. Nice. Both of those hit. So go ahead and roll your scimitar damage, which since both hit, you can just roll 2d6 and add 6. 6, 6, 6. Actually, 2d6
Alright.
plus 6 is just 6, 6, and then a floating 6. It's still 3 6s in my mind. You could deal 6, 6, 6 if you rolled max damage. And then you turn into
so
Diablo.
2d6?
Yeah,
Adds 2d-
yeah, roll 2d6 and then add 6 to it. So each sword does 1d6 plus 3.
Stay a while.
5 and 6, 11.
Oh,
So 17.
11 plus 3 is 14. But yes, that's
okay.
fat damage. You rolled 11, right?
Yes.
Oh, 11 plus 6. Duh. I'm sorry. That is 17. I was thinking magic missiles again. I was still on that math. Wow, 17 damage. Nice. That's about as much as a tidal wave. You came on him like a tidal wave. He's got a pool of water that smashed into him, and now he's got a fire ganassi that is just like pounding him to the ground that he's already in. It is the guard's turn. Is there anything else? I know you just used action, bonus action, action surge, 2 actions. Is there anything else that you thought of? Any more brain busters? I don't think you have any, but if you've got something, but I don't think there is anything. I just don't want to take away anything from you.
I can't use a cantrip right now, can I?
Nope.
Okay. Yep, that ends my turn.
Okay. Cool. And this guard is going to, since it's his turn, he's gonna run up behind you and just say, "You guys killed my friends." And then he's gonna smack you. He's running up to you, and since he threw his spear, he's pulling out his mace. He's gonna run up to you, and he is going to hit you with his mace.
Can I use that stone?
Magic stone. Let's see here. Someone else can make a range. No, it's a ranged spell attack.
Oh, it can only work if it's a ranged spell attack.
You or someone else can make a ranged spell attack with one of the pebbles by throwing it or hurling it with a sling.
Okay. So yeah, I totally missed what it does.
Yeah, so right now the only thing that you have at your disposal is a reaction. And reactions are pretty rare. If you have a reaction spell or if you have a reaction feature, you'll know what it is, essentially. But yeah, keep in mind when you are looking through your spells, if you see anything that says reaction, that's typically the time you do that. Like another instance is there's a spell called Featherfall that I use with one of my characters, that anytime I enter a free fall, I can cast Featherfall as a reaction. But you only get one per round.
I'm going to cast Shield.
He hasn't hit you yet. So with Shield, that is a reaction. Good. Very good. He's going to swing to hit you. If he hits you, then you can roll Shield. Or then you can add +5 to your armor class. Nice. Good check. So he did roll 16, which hits you.
Okay.
And you'd like to use Shield?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so that's good. That definitely blocks it. And then I believe you're all out of spell slots now because you casted Magic Missile, Shield, and Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Yep.
Cool. Nice. So as he's like, "Hey!" and he runs over to you, and he's pulling his mace out of his belt as he runs up to you, and he just hits you. And right when he hits you, the air around you, it gets to be this very dense vapor. Like, do you know when you're looking at a grill or a fire and there's like that rippling air above it, that's transparent rippling air that's coming off like a really hot thing? As he runs up behind you, you start radiating that like rippling energy of heat, and as he swings at you, it just catches the mace and it completely stops the attack from hitting you. That's his turn, and Nerva, you're up.
I'm going to just dash. And I don't quite feel like you said the box was off the map, but I know it's in this direction.
Dash will get you 60. Yeah, I'm gonna say that on Erizo's turn, he could probably use his action to throw stuff to you. It's like 10 feet. You're pretty close to it, you know?
Yeah, my idea is to look through the box for other things too that aren't ours.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm blurry. I have shield if anybody hits me. Like, I'm probably not going to be touched, and I don't really want to attack.
Yeah, that's fair. And it'd be hard to hit you too, yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm just gonna be like, I'm going for it, and keep running.
Okay, yeah, hell yeah, just keep charging for it.
And yeah, I'll ask. I mean, I guess I'll be yelling towards Erizo, like, if you want to help, I'm going towards weapons. If he wants to come, that's his decision. Even though he's not here.
Erizo's at the box.
He's at the boxes.
Oh, he's already there.
Yep.
Okay,
So
right.
yeah, right before your turn, the top of the turn order, he flew there, used his dash flight, and he landed on the box. He's rooting through him right now.
Nice.
Yep. And it's the champion's turn. He's going to use half his movement to stand up. And he's going to make his longsword attacks on you, Eliard. He has flanking on you because the guard behind him. So he does have advantage on each of these longsword attacks. Okay. Okay, so the first one is a 25 to hit. And the second attack is a 19. So both of those hit. Okay.
How much damage do I take?
1 second, I'm rolling it. Oh man. You take 21 damage.
What?
Yep. You take 21 damage as this guy stands up and he finally gets his chance to plant his sword into you as he just brings down the heat, just blowing through your leather armor. Let's see here. One thing that I liked, that I wanted to start incorporating now that these people that you're fighting are going to be dealing more damage, you guys also have larger pools of damage, is kind of like a lingering effect if you take a whole lot of damage at one point. So like if you take a whole lot of, I'm not going to put it into play this episode, but moving forward, let's say your HP is 40, your max HP is 40, and you take 20 damage or more, there's going to be like a sustaining roll, which will determine if you can actually can sustain taking that much damage. If you fail the Constitution pass, then I'm going to have a table with me that I'll roll on, and it's going to be a lingering injury. So it could be like a broken arm, you lose a tooth, your ear gets cut off. So that's going to start taking an effect like maiming, because I know we're using magic here in D&D, and we can let our fantasies run a little bit, but it does get to be a point where you take 21 longsword damage that you don't have some kind of you don't get your armor, like how else would we do a repairing mechanic for our armor, So it's going to start damaging your armor, it's going to start maiming and doing other things. But for this episode, it's you're not going to take that, but in episodes moving forward, you might start to find yourself getting dealt some damage. And so you take 21 points of damage. And Getafix, it's your turn.
Say no more, fam. I'm going to cast a Restoration.
Restoration?
Restoration?
Oh, dude, you took Restoration.
On Eliard?
What does Lesser Restoration do?
I notice he's hurting a little bit, so...
What does it do, though?
Oh, sorry. Wrong spell.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was like, huh.
Sorry. Healing
Thanks,
word.
man. I feel restored, but I still have a wide open wound in my stomach.
I just really wanted to say Lesser Restoration. Healing word.
Nice. Okay, cool.
A creature of my choice that I can see within range of 60 feet. He's close.
Oh yeah, he's close enough.
Is instantaneous. He regains hit points equal to 1d4 plus my spell casting ability modifier. He's not undead, so it'll affect him.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast it at level 1.
Wouldn't that be the scariest shit in the world if you went to cast healing word on one of your party members and the healing just doesn't work? And you're like, why the fuck isn't it working? And that's when you find out your party member's a lich.
You're like, oh
shit, you're a zombie, bro. You
I
didn't.
do that all the time by accident when I'm playing Divinity, because if you cast magic on undead people, it heals them or some shit.
Right.
And I
if you
always
deal
do
necrotic damage.
by accident.
Yeah.
Yes,
Rip.
exactly.
Rip Fane.
Yep.
Yes, exactly.
I did that shit all the time.
Apparently, I rolled a 1 plus 3, so
Okay.
it's 4.
I mean, you're rolling a d4, so there's a 25% chance to hit a 1.
Yeah.
So Eliard, take 4 HP.
Okay.
Getafix, you're just getting to mag dump all your spells today, man.
I know. I gotta bump that down.
Cure wound, yeah.
And then I'm gonna use bonus action do Balm of the Summer Court on Eliard as well.
Nice.
He took quite a bit of damage.
He
so-
really did. And you casted how many on yourself last time? 2?
2.
Because you have 3 left.
Correct.
And you can
But
cast
it
up
says,
to
like-
2 at a time.
Okay, that was my question.
Yep.
So I'll do another 2.
You have a pool of 5, but you can only cast half your level rounded down.
Right.
Per turn.
So it's 2d6.
6. Nice. There you go.
Ah, whoa.
So take
there
another
you go.
10, Eliard. Well, you brought him out of bloodied.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, you brought him out.
Flash wound.
Yeah. I mean, he took what? He took 21, and you brought 14 back. That's really good.
And then I'll use this to move my movement to move kind of in the direction of the people who were grabbing weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So like 30 somewhere like right in here.
Yeah, you can go one more square.
Cool.
Okay. Good job. Good heals. And Erizo's turn.
So where exactly is Erizo? Can you?
I mean, if you see
I
where
need to know from movement speed.
Yep, if you see where Nerva's at,
Yep.
Erizo is like just off screen, like 15 feet from Nerva. Let's just say directly right. It's more like bottom right 15 feet, but yeah. So whatever the measuring tool says, just add 15, and that's approximate. That's what we'll work with. I'm sorry, wherever, not wherever Nerva's at, but wherever this corner of the map is.
I got you. All right, so Erizo is going to start rummaging through the box.
Mhm.
Recognize. Can I? Well, I guess I'll roll. Do I have to roll an investigation to recognize weapons, or have I been
No,
with the party
man.
long
I mean,
enough?
you know Getafix's quarterstaff, and I mean, Eliard has his trident in there that you'd recognize.
Yeah.
'Cause nobody really has tridents.
How many weapons can I pick up?
I mean, you can grab armfuls. Like, I can let you. You can grab, like, you'd bundle up.
Yeah. So
You
I'm definitely gonna.
You
So
grab your
my
bow,
thought
your short
process
swords,
here
everything. Yeah.
is I want to do like an airdrop weapons to everybody. So
Loot drop.
I'm gonna. Yeah, right. So I'm gonna grab all the weapons that I possibly can.
Mhm.
And...
Also, you can take all. You can grab everybody's weapons. You can see everybody's stuff and
Sure.
grab them, pile them under your arms. That's gonna take your action. Picking up everybody's weapons.
Right, and then I can still drop them because it doesn't
As a
take
free
any effort
action.
to drop things,
Yep. You can
right?
free action
so,
to drop.
so I'm gonna fly in this direction to Nerva, be like, Nerva, heads up! And just drop down Nerva's
Dagger
weapon.
falls from the sky.
I'm gonna toss it at the ground.
All right, Nerva, acrobatics check.
I'm gonna toss it at the ground here because I'm actually flying in like this kind of an action, right?
Yeah, cool. So you just drop it in the square. next to it.
Yeah. So you can see my pointer, right?
I can, but
Yeah.
it's gonna actually be more about 45.
Yeah. So
I'm
it's gonna
sorry,
be
30
right where it is
35.
right now.
35 is the farthest.
So okay, yeah, that's fine.
Because it's going to be
35
from
right
that
here.
place plus 15 is your movement. Or
Yeah,
15
that's fine.
minus
So-
15, yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna toss Nerva's dagger on the ground, right next to her,
5
and
feet
then
away.
boy, incoming, and in my flight motion, just kind of toss the other weapons at the ground at their feet, so
Nice.
not to hit them.
You can say they're like right in between the two of them.
Sure, and then yeah, I'll just I guess right here is where I'm gonna be. This one. Can you see? So like 3 squares below Garett, 3 squares
Yes, that's
east
perfect.
of Getafix.
That's
So if you want to
absolute-
put a Erizo there,
Yeah.
and that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, awesome. And it's now your other turn.
And this
This is fun.
Garett, right? This is even more fun.
Wait, hold
Garett's-
on a second. I'm so sorry to interrupt. I was gonna do this at the start of the third round of combat. the camera pans as Erizo like is rooting through the chest and grabs all the weapons. He looks down because he's looking for Peyo's greatsword, but he doesn't see Peyo's greatsword. He goes like, "Oh yeah," and he looks up at the camera and laughs, and then takes off. And then the camera pans over to the tavern where Peyo is getting drunk and yelling at a broomstick.
Nice.
He's just like belligerently yelling at like like some random object that's in a corner. Hey, I was telling you guys something or whatever. Just being. Let's see here. What do we know from
Like
the
a
past?
Fantasia broomstick? Is it dancing?
Yeah, it's an awakened broomstick that's cleaning.
Nice.
He's yelling at it for being a broom.
I'm gonna use the restroom quick.
Okay, cool. At the top of the turn order, since it is 9:03, do you guys want to all just take a quick? It's not gonna ruin the immersion if we take a quick break, is it?
Nope.
Quick one.
You guys want to meet
Quick
back
is
at?
fine.
You guys want to meet back at 9:10?
Sure.
That
Okay.
sounds perfect.
Let's just do that. Let's just meet back at 9:10.
9:10 it is.
Cool.
Back in a minute.
Back in a minute. Hey guys, thanks for watching so far. You know, it's so funny. I had spent time making a map for the mansion fight scene that we're having, and I should have just made it I should have made it a really big map and included the yard. I couldn't have even imagined that. For some reason, I thought I had everything figured out, but I should have known that he was gonna like go out the window, but I was like, he's not a level 9 druid, so he can't wild shape into a bird and fly away. But when he committed to turning into a cat and just jumping out the window, I was like, yeah, I guess it is only 2d6 damage. Like, and 2 of it goes to the cat, and what a funny ride. But this is fun. This is gonna be cool. I think the adventurers were a little nervous once the champion fighter got a hit for the first time and dealt 21 damage. It brought things into perspective a little bit. I'm gonna be playing a song here from Cullah Music. It's gonna be from his 2014 Culinary School album, and it's gonna be called well, I was going to do this one, but I'm going to do Blazing Day in honor of Eliard, who casts the feature Reach to the Blaze. So I'm going to play Blazing Day, and then I'll come back here and we'll start this off. And while we're taking this break, if you guys want to head over to cullah.com, cullah.com. At Cullah's website, you can back his next album. Every April 27th, he's got a new album that comes out on his birthday. So you can back it. You can become an associate producer. You can do like a $5, $10, back and get some cool stickers, maybe a CD mailed to you. But anything you can do. If you want to get your name on the vinyl, you can do that too. So get your name into some great music. Support an artist that is doing great things for the art community, which we'll have more on that next week. But anyways, here's the song Blazing Day, 2014 Culinary School album.
Sun comes up and rises high. It's so hot, it's gonna make me cry. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Temper but I still can't rest my head, oh Lord, oh Lord. I'm a sweater, I'm rusted, I'm man and this day is a blazer. I'm boiling, I'm toiling, I'm in a daze, oh this day was a blazer. All the water's gone, all the trees are dry, there's no more water, there's no tears to cry. It's a It's a
Yo, welcome back. Rising up. Okay, so we're back. I'm gonna go back to the adventuring lobby. Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining the show, being here, being friends, being cool. Diving right back into the thick of it. Garett Erizo did a PUBG airdrop. Flew in and did a crate drop, and Nerva's teaching how to Dougie by the exit, and Eliard is surrounded I'm in danger. Let's see here, and it looks like we're all back. Is everybody back? You don't have to say anything. You can just like telepathically tell me or type somewhere or say you're back. Looks like one person's muted still. That's fine. You can stay muted. Just maybe let me know you're back.
Garett and Erizo are back.
Nice. Cool. Nerva.
You'll have to toss me.
You'll have to toss me. Yeah. Yeah, Kokra. So, I'm not sure if Nerva's back, but I get to play a player character on Wednesdays now in person. We all get COVID tested every Tuesday, and then play on Wednesday. And we get tested for a different reason, but we're all coworkers, so it's kind of awesome that we can play together and be in the same room. We take other precautions as well, but it's just so much fun because our DM is hardcore. Like, since some of us are pretty good, it's mostly DMs and then a couple other people who are new. But level 1, day 1, very first encounter is us versus a bunch of kobolds, and these children, these like 3 kids ran out of an alleyway, and they're being chased by a pack of kobolds as this city was like under siege by a blue dragon. And I run out of this tavern like hearing it. I see it, and they murdered one of the kids. The pack caught up to one of the kids and like maimed them. I was like, oh fuck, we're murdering kids in this show? I was like, all right, well, time to play real. And all those other guys, like level 1, they're like, oh, I don't want to get too close, whatever. And I was like, fucking Wu-Tang for the kids, man. I ran, I used my speed, used my action to dash. I put myself in between, like I ran up to the kids, and the kids would go next, and then it was the kobold's turn. I forgot it was the kobold's turn. I like forgot as a player character. I just completely forgot about the turn order. I was lost in my own whimsical sense, and I ran up to the children. I used my free action to say, get behind me, children. And the kids ran behind, just ran right past me. And then the kobold pack jumped on top of me, beat me down, and then thirsted me to the point where I only had 1 death saving roll to make. Because they knocked me and then stabbed me again. They had an extra, yeah, so... thankfully the druid got a healing word in on time, but it was not good. It was just like day 1, I was just gonna get ripperonied like right away. But it's for the kids, really. It truly is. It's for the kids. But I forgot how scary it can be when you don't have control of anything, and you're like, I'm just some arbitrary person in a turn order, and yeah. Okay, so we're all back. And Erizo has dropped weapons down, and Garett, it's your turn.
Garrett's gonna be like, thank you! And bend down, pick up a short sword, and...
That's gonna take 15 feet of movement.
Even though it's at my feet? He dropped them in his momentum. He dropped them, and they flew at their feet.
Okay,
is
fine.
what I had said.
It's fine. I mean... How well can someone aim when throwing your stuff? That's fine. Just go for it. We're not grinding too hard.
Sure. I mean, it's fine if it picks 15 feet, because I'm just going to move right back to where I am. And then I'm going to let loose. Be like, oh, shit, I guess we're doing it. And let loose a bolt of energy.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you saw Elliot just about get chopped in half. So you really...
yeah.
If you care about Eliard...
Shit. Wrong roll. Don't mind the big glass of Bailey's sitting in front of my keyboard.
Nice. You've refilled your potion during break?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice. And who are you aiming for?
Captain.
Das Champion?
Champion.
Thank you.
Das Champion.
He is no captain. Nice. So 22 hits. 1d10 plus 3.
But yes.
No, it's
so
actually
it
just
does
1d10.
I just rolled damage of whatever
3
is on the bottom there.
Okay.
Yep. And it moves him back 10 feet in the direction that I shoot it at him.
Oh, cool, man.
Oh, come on.
Get him out of here.
I'm going to move him back over here to this one. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for that line. That doesn't create an opportunity of attack, does it?
No, it just takes him by surprise
because
and shoves him
it happens
backwards.
so fast.
Yeah, it's like an instant, like literally just like
Force.
it's a force damage that hits him and he just and just like basically knocks him backwards.
But his like feet are rooted into the ground as he's in heavy armor, and it just like digs 2 ruts up where his feet are as he slides like anime style as he slid back 2 feet, grimacing at all this damage he's taking. And anything else?
And that's what I do.
Okay, awesome. And Eliard, it is your turn.
All right. Well, had a great plan, but kind of.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your whole character is built for that plan too. You're gonna do green flame blade.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah, nice.
And all that.
Don't know things.
He's got. He's got.
Just remember for next time if I'm surrounded, like
that's.
I
better.
don't know things.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be metagamey if he knew it, but because he hasn't seen it yet. But if he's ever surrounded, basically all of his,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I played him the first night. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. You were the whirling dervish for a night.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm going to let's see. Give me a moment.
What's fine? Are you begging for Dad's food?
All right, I'm gonna. I'm gonna use green flame blade. On my scimitar,
Okay.
and I'm going to charge the champion. Okay.
Green flame blade is only a 5-foot range, and you can still charge the champion if you want.
It's like when you hit something, it jumps to someone else.
Yeah, it jumps 5 feet.
And it can only jump. It can't like jump again. It can't. I think I asked this last time. It can't jump twice to like the same person.
No, it cannot.
Okay.
It is a chain lightning, and this is your first D&D. I don't mean to like out you in 4K, but since this is your first campaign, I do want to remind you of opportunity of attack. If you are engaged in an opponent's melee range and you leave it, they get a free attack on you. So if you ran to the champion guard right now, the peon guard would get a free mace attack.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
might as well do the dirty work on that guy.
let's just forget I did. Let's just forget that. And yeah, I'm going to attack the mace guard.
Okay.
With my scimitar.
Anytime you take the attack action, you get 2
I
attacks.
do get a bonus. Yep.
So take roll 2d20s. Those will be your 2 attacks on them.
All right.
And when you read the numbers back to me, include 6. So don't tell me the raw numbers. Add 6 and then tell me that number.
I rolled a 22 and a 10.
Okay, so the 22 does hit. Bang, 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 skeet, skeet, skeet. So roll a d6 plus 3.
Okay. 7.
7 damage. Nice.
Yep.
To the guard. Okay, and he hasn't taken any damage or not. Could you believe that? He hasn't taken any damage yet?
No.
Until that 7. And he's bloodied though. I mean, you basically break his armor open in the front of him. It's like his scale mail shirt actually like rips open as you damage it, and then the good chunk of your scimitar just like rends right into him.
And so was that my additional action though? The rolling it twice.
Yeah, that was both of your swings, since you didn't have advantage on him. That'd only be if you had advantage, that you'd roll 2 for each attack. Okay. But you rolled your first attack, which was a 22. Then you made your second attack, which was a 10. And so then you just rolled damage for the 22.
Got it. Okay.
Not the 10. The 10 didn't hit. So yeah, your first one sliced open his scale mail, and then the second one you brought down, he was able to kind of lift his mace up in time and knock that out of the way.
Okay.
Yep, and then
but I can't use my green flame blade on one person.
No.
As well.
No,
Okay.
because it says leap from the target to a different creature. So there is a direct verbiage that it does not. It has to go to a different creature.
Okay.
And then I don't think you have any bonus. Do you want to do any bonus actions? Bonus actions.
What's this?
So the one you're looking
Like,
at
I'm
would take
doing-
an action. The one at the top of your sheet,
Yeah.
that would take an action. That spell, the definition for that spell is use one action. It doesn't say it in this, but it says you would cast this spell. And this spell costs
Okay.
one action.
Okay. So never mind then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I have my turn.
Okay. And it is the guard's turn, and he's going to just take that mace swing at you. Oh, wow. He rolled a 16 to hit you with his mace.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's okay. And you are going to take 4 damage. 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And now it's your turn, Nerva.
I guess I'm going to continue looking through the chests and see what I can find in there.
Okay. Like right away, you can see that there are 2 daggers that are in separate sheaths. So it looks like somebody who's still there, maybe, or someone who forgot their. I doubt anybody would forget their dagger unless they're like super fucked up. But you do see 2 daggers in there, each with their own separate belts. They're very fine looking daggers.
I see.
And that's about it that's left in there.
Okay. And I throw one.
I think the max you can throw a dagger is 60 feet. I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm really.
I mean,
far
why not?
away.
Disadvantage, why not? Hail Mary, but I think the max is 60 feet.
If,
Yeah.
if I put a dagger,
I hear what
in
you're
this
saying
dude's
though.
eye,
Wu Tang
I'll
a
be
dagger.
so
Yeah.
excited.
Brett Favre.
You roll 2 nat 20s, 1 in 400 chance. You get to
Amazing.
deal. Even if you hit a critical with a thrown dagger, it's still only 2d4. Or yeah.
Well, I don't know. It was kind of my original plan to like not get violent with this one, but oh, it sounds like fun to throw a dagger.
Yeah, I mean, you did have to move. Did you? I mean, did you?
Yeah, I would have had to move like further to go to the
Yeah.
chest, so I'm kind of like off the map right now.
I'll say that you can go to the chest and come back to like just about like right here on the map. That'd be about
Yeah.
like 30 feet. That'd be your movement. You'd still have your action with that.
Mhm.
Thanks, kitty.
Well, I guess can I like sleight of hand to take them?
There's nobody there. You can just use your action to
Okay.
like pick all them up, and I let Garett pick up all of his stuff as a free action.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's not like
then-
I know it's not rules as written, but like I was like, we're just picking up
Yeah,
our
no,
stuff.
that's fine. Like,
So yeah,
I
you can
just didn't
swipe the 2 daggers.
know if somebody's watching me steal this stuff.
Oh no, I mean,
but yeah,
they're
I'll take
most-
them and like put them in my.
Yeah,
work
and just a bit of a
jacket or
context too. As soon as this fight broke out, people started like running out the door.
something. That's what I was hoping. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
people have
he was
started
just
running,
leaving
and
I could
it's
just, like,
yeah, it's been about like 45 seconds. All of this fighting, Shing, ching, boom, tidal wave crashed down, guiding bolts.
Oh yeah, the tidal
flying
wave.
out. There's like
happened, I
fire,
forgot.
like there's like all this stuff going on, and people are like, "Holy fuck, we got to get out of here."
Yeah,
Oh my
I
goodness
just get blurry and I go over there and I swipe that shit. And
Yes, two
It's like-
fine
I keep
daggers.
watching.
2 fine daggers.
Old ladies are
Um,
fainting left and right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
So
scary
much
movies.
pearl
Like
clutching.
white folks are dead. We getting the fuck out.
Oh yeah, what movie is that?
Scary movie.
Scary movie. That's true. Get
Oh my
the fuck
God.
out. There's only one casualty as of right now. Awesome, Nerva. And it is
Yeah,
the
that's
anything
good.
else? Okay.
No, I'm just gonna watch what happens next.
Okay. Hell yeah, you got 2 fine daggers, which are more valuable than regular daggers. Keep that in mind.
Nice.
Let's see here. The champion guard's turn. I stayed up late building this character for reasons that had to deal with the inside mansion fight.
Surprise!
He slid back 10 feet from that bolt, and now he's just going to run right back up to Eliard, and he's going to give the same longsword initiative double swing. So this could be it, Eliard. In the eyes of an angel. Of like all the bullshit that everybody else was doing during the 2 weeks, you're the one that was like training, taking your like fighting very seriously, and now you're letting your profession ring by taking this damage, using your sword, and you've dealt a lot of damage too, man. So this is like you probably aren't even thinking right now. What's going on in Eliard's mind? Just nothing, or
that song, "You're the Best Around."
You're the best
I like to-
around. It's still happening as the
Sorry.
first longsword hits for 24. And the second one hits for 25. And I'll roll the damage. You're the best around.
I mean,
Nothing's ever gonna bring you down except for a multi-attack longsword. But no, that's awesome, man. I'm really glad that Eliard can be like, this is why I train. Ooh, I rolled really low damage. Let me get my modifier here pulled up. So you only take 9 damage.
You do not know what it means to fight in the Kumite.
It's funny, I said you only take like 9 damage, which is still like a third of your health. But yeah, 9 is a lot less than the 21 you took last time. Yeah, so take 9 damage, you're back to bloodied. But yeah, your montage song is just going. You're in your element. I love that. And that was his turn. As a free action, he's just gonna look over his shoulder. Like you don't really know what he's looking at or looking for. And it is Getafix's turn.
Let's go. My boy Eliard needs my help. So I'm gonna cast my healing word again.
Okay.
Cast that at level 1. A solid 4.
Again?
Solid 4 healing. It's only 1d4 plus 3.
And
That's a 1.
That's all of your spell slots, right? Or do you still have 1 left?
No, I pushed it down already,
Okay,
so I have
cool.
1 left in level 1.
Nice.
And then I'm going to use my last Balm of the Summer Court.
Okay, give him another
that give me-
d6.
right off the bat, does that give me +4?
You'll take
Yes.
plus 4 health right away, and then you're going to get another
Okay.
d6 coming. 2.
A 2. So you get 6 total.
Okay. I see
Wait,
you,
did you
I
just
see you.
add 6 all day?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah, 6 all day. Okay, cool. Bar dice. Let's see here. Anything else? Getafix? I just want to give a shout out to our healer. Like, I'm looking at your spell book now. I'm like, damn, this guy's choosing heals over roasty. And I was like, what a fucking lovable character. Just really,
Hell yeah.
just like for the team.
Eliard's
Dude.
my boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I may have killed the other guard.
Oh fuck, you did. I forgot you did have the 1 kill.
But I gotta keep my boys alive.
Yep.
And ladies.
Just know that if he didn't have to heal,
There'd be some more bodies on the floor.
nice, man. This is great. Yeah, did
No,
you have a
that's-
bonus action? You're good?
No, Balm of the Summer Court's my bonus.
Okay. We're back to I think this is the 4th or 5th round here, but in the distance, you guys can hear the sound of, it's gotten quiet. Nobody who screamed, they were running away because here in the mansion estate, this could be private business. People just assume this could also be some kind of like shady thing, since you guys aren't wearing any like uniformed clothes. You guys aren't wearing like jet black assassin pajamas. You guys are just like your general adventuring clothing, and they're like, what? We don't want to be here for this. They know who this champion guard is. They know what his job is. So they're like, okay, this is getting serious. And when they saw the tidal wave just like smash a corpse to the ground, they're like, oh, that really started it. And the streets are fairly quiet aside from because the parade ended a little bit ago. You guys can hear the sound of like chariot wheels banging against cobblestones, but it's still far off in the distance. I just want to say, like, outside of the shrieks of combat and clanging metal, you can hear wooden chariot wheels banging on cobblestones. And that will start the 5th round.
All
Erizo.
right. So Erizo is gonna fly up just a little bit, up to here, I would say. So right here. And then as a bonus action, well, no, is just going to let loose on the bloodied guard with a longbow shot.
Nice, let it rip. And I think you also get 2 attacks as a level 5 ranger anytime you take the attack action.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Rangers are also DPS. Yep, you gain an extra attack. Just confirmed it. Yep. Sweet. So your first longbow attack kills the guard. I mean, you could roll for damage, but I'm pretty sure he has a +4 modifier.
Well, don't I get a chance to? So I make a first attack, right?
Yes.
And then I can make my second attack. So
Yep,
the
you
second
can-
one I'm gonna roll against the captain,
Yep, you can definitely do that.
which probably doesn't hit, but
The 17? That does hit.
Oh fuck.
Yes. Does 9 damage. Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't have hit, but it does hit because I had when I made the character sheet, I forgot to swap it out. I have his armor written down, which would be an 18, but the AC that's actually in his character box is still at what his previous guard CR said. I'm just gonna stick with that because I said it hit, and then I looked at it and I was like, wait, but it hits.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna stick with the CR I have. I'm gonna say that he dropped his shield. That's all it was. When he got hit by that bolt that you hit him with, getting hit with a tidal wave and then getting knocked back another 10 feet, he dropped his shield.
Word.
So yeah, the 17 will hit, and he took his 9 damage.
Spang.
Nice. Let's see here. Garett's turn.
Yeah. At this point,
Well,
Garett's
hold on.
just going...
Did Erizo move at all this round? This
Yeah.
turn? Okay, where did he move to? Okay, cool. Because with
Sorry,
flying,
I forgot I could move him.
yeah, because he doesn't have hover, he has to move at least 10 feet to stay in the air.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, cool. And it is Garett's turn.
So Garrett's gonna take both of his hands and kind of whirl them around like a weird little disco dance move, and then left arm shoots up, right arm goes underneath, and shoots another little bolt.
Nice.
'Cause
you
why
can
not?
tell by the way I sing my samba. Shoot that bolt. Oh, nice,
Fucking
dude.
me.
Two
Hell yeah. Nat 20, baby.
D20s. 2 D20s.
No, it's 2d6s.
2 D10s. That's so
Oh, fuck
awesome,
yeah.
man.
2 titties.
2 TDs. Wait, what? My friend got a shirt for Christmas that was 2 like D20 dice on the chest, and they each said 20, and it said, yes, they're natural. was like, that's so fucking clever. It's funny.
Hell yeah. My wife got me the opposite of that, and it was a little D20 with a 1, and it was the dude saying, "Guess I'll die." I was like, "Fuck
That's
yes."
really nice.
Free mahi
Yeah,
mahi.
so 17
If you will.
damage.
If
Pew,
you
pew,
will.
pew.
17 damage is nuts.
Free mahi mahi.
If you will. And then boom, gravity brought poor butt.
Just shoves his ass back again. Pang!
I kind of wanted to throw him 20 feet back, but then I'd have to do it every time, and
No, I'll give you 20 this time if you want.
no, that's okay. He's gonna take that. I was thinking of it, but I was like, nah, it would say it if it did. That's awesome though. Just
Choose.
And I stand back up and blow off my fingers.
nice,
And that's that. I'm done.
sweet man. Eliard, the guard behind you is dead, so you no longer have to fear opportunity of attack. In case you were wondering, and it is your turn.
I'm gonna charge the what's his name? Champion.
Yeah.
This and swing with my scimitar.
Okay. Make your first attack.
And that's 1d20.
Yeah, 1d20 plus 6, and tell me what the full mathematics is. Because if I start asking you what you hit and you say like 12, I'm going to assume it's 12, not 18.
13.
And that's with the 6 you added?
Yep.
Okay, that does not hit. But you do get a second attack.
I'm gonna use. Does this count as a second attack using produce flame as an attack action?
I believe so. Let me just double check. One action. When you take the attack action, the spell ends if as an action, or if you cast it again, you can also attack with the flame. So since you can cast it and it says attack in the verbiage, I'll let you do it.
Okay.
So you can swing at him, clink off his armor, and then a flickering flame appears in your hand. It doesn't harm anybody. You can attack with it.
Yep. So 1d8.
Well, on a hit, so you have to roll a d20 plus 6 again.
Okay.
Nice, and let's see here.
So that was a 21.
Okay, that hits. So now you'll roll a d8.
All right.
21.
21. What's 9 plus 10?
21.
21.
Which one? Is it
I got roasted by one of my coworkers because I'm 30 years old and I'm a boomer. We were in like we were doing.
Oh, geez.
You rolled a d8. What was it?
3.
Okay, he takes 3 fire damage as you miss with your scimitar and then start burning his armor. Yeah, my coworkers, we were talking or something like that, doing a thing over a Zoom call or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, what's 9 plus 10?" And I was like, 19.
21.
Like, what are you, a boomer? And I was like, shit. I'm Logan, I'm 30 years old, and I'm a fucking boomer. Cool, good little fire there, Eliard. The guards are dead. They're off. Nerva, it's your turn.
Did you just say the guards are dead?
Yeah, the guards are dead. And it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to.
You're just within dagger disadvantage if you move 30 feet.
Well, I am going to move closer.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
Dancing real close.
Yeah, I'm going to just move closer to the group
Mm-hmm.
and like, I know you can't see me, just kidding. But
Dude, Dougie.
Waving my hands in front of my face. But I'm like, anybody want a dagger? And
You're still doing the
Um,
Dougie. You're just like holding these fancy daggers now. Like, yeah.
Du-du-dum, du-du-dum.
it's a minute long, so I mean,
Yeah,
as soon
hell
as
yeah.
the combat ends, it'll pretty much go away. I'm blurry. Can't see
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually not gonna throw the dagger. I'm just like, I have daggers and I'm willing to share.
As like Eliard is bleeding out of his stomach and in an intense combat, you're like, yo, doom, doom, doom. You guys need some daggers? I got some daggers.
I can't do anything to help.
Yeah. You know what? Everybody's like looking at you like, are you throwing these? Like, Nerva, what have you been up to? Like,
Oh, daggers. You guys want some?
just letting this ad play through. Yeah. Yo,
Dang
Nerva,
nabbit.
you doing it?
Let's see. I could try to throw one, I guess. How do I do the measuring thing? Here.
You definitely don't have to take anything. I was just waiting for the ad time to play so I could play the Teach You How to Dougie song.
I don't know. I didn't really want to hurt anyone, and I can't.
You don't
help
have to.
Eliard.
Oh, right.
I have no heals. I don't do
Right.
that.
One thing I did want to mention,
Uh-huh.
you do have the amulet,
Yeah, that's true. I could.
which as a
okay,
bonus
yeah.
action, you can make a ranged spell attack contesting
Yeah,
his
true.
athletics, and if he fails, it'll push him 5 feet.
Okay. I'll use. That was my movement to move. I will use an action to move slightly closer. Oops. Oh, sorry. Yeah. And then, is that close enough for me
Yeah.
to attempt to do that?
Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Great. So I'm rolling my spellcasting plus proficiency, or not? With
Just your spell casting, whatever your spell attack is, which I think
Yeah,
is
let
like
me take
plus
a look.
5, intel plus 3. Yeah, plus 5. 1d20 plus 5.
All right, I'm just gonna roll that and roll 20.
Okay.
Slash R1d20 plus.
And then he's gonna make an athletics check against it.
11.
Okay. So I also wanted to mention it's a full moon. Last full moon, you were given this
Oh.
power. A month later, you're using this now that you've kind of figured it out. And you cast it, and it starts glowing up like it did last time. For those of you in Radio Land that don't know, this is an amulet that was pulled off of a warlock. It is known as Morin's amulet, and Morin is an ancient volcano god. But the amulet woke itself up on a full moon as Nerva kind of accidentally attuned to it. The wearer during a full moon becomes attuned to it. And so she knocked Getafix off the back of a dog sled and learned kind of like what it does, and has used it a couple times. And so now I'll make the athletics check here. He's got a really high athletics, so it's not
Yeah, I figured.
statistically like, but hey, it's worth a shot. I mean, it's a 24.
Damn.
Hey, I think I would have had to roll.
You never know.
I'd have to roll 4 or lower. But the amulet, which shined last time you use it, and the black, almost opaque force air that came out of it last time, the amulet stopped shining after you used it. Right now, on this full moon, it's still glowing. Not in like a bright, radiant white light way,
Yeah.
but in like a like black light, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like if you know what I'm sure you guys have seen like a picture of like a solar eclipse. How it's like there's like the areola. Is that what it is on the eclipse? Well, isn't that what it's
Sure.
called? On the
Yes.
eclipse?
Yes,
I don't know.
Just go with it. We'll roll with it.
Yeah, I should just say it confidently. So the areola of the eclipse is like really bright. The amulet is this glowing black, and just kind of like the pieces around it are kind of shining a little bit more brighter. But yeah, it's this dark glowing. It sounds like an oxymoron, but yeah, it's still radiating as you kind of like pull it out and show it to the moonlight. And we're actually going to get to that, back to that later. Yeah, but he saves, and it is the champion's turn, and he is going to make another attack on Eliard. But not with advantage this time, Eliard. Ooh, the first one was 11, so that's a miss. And the second one was a 13. I thought it was a 9. I was like, that might hit. But no, it was a 13. So yeah, both of those hits miss. And it is now Getafix's turn.
Well. Let's go par for the course. And do my last healing word. For Eliard.
Yeah, because he would have been knocked if one of those attacks landed.
Yeah. 5.
Did you catch that, Eliard? You take 5 HP. Eliard?
Yoo-hoo. Big summer blowout.
Because
I heard ya.
almost uncur- Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, so take 5 HP. Anything else? Getafix?
I don't think so. I think that's it.
Okay. Okay, groovy. So you give him some HP and say best of luck. And it is Erizo's turn.
Erizo is gonna kind of hone in, close one eye, and pull back 2 arrows at one time. And as he's closing one eye, zeroing in, he's gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the captain.
Sweet.
Which, and then at that point, fling both attacks.
Okay, so the first one is a hit. The last one was a nat 20.
Nat 1.
Nat 1. I'm sorry, nat 1. My bad. My brain's a little fried.
So that's 17. 1d6, sorry. And a 1. So
Erizo is not allowed to miss. He's got a +9 on his longbow.
That's what happens when you roll a nat 1.
Yeah. He gets
And
a
then roll a nat 1 for damage right after.
+4 for dexterity, +3 for proficiency, and +2 for archery feature. It's a +9 total. That's nuts. Yeah, and you roll the nat 1 for damage, but you also have Hunter's Mark, which deals additional damage.
That was my Hunter's Mark, was 1.
Oh, okay. So then you still have the longbow damage, and then you also have
12 total.
You also have Colossal Slayer, which is once per round you can deal an additional D some bullshit if a creature is already wounded. It's in feature. It's in features. 1 second. It's not on your sheet.
It's not on the sheet, but okay, I'll take it. Sure, another 1d6.
Yeah. I'm gonna double check if it's a D6 or a D8, but just roll the D6.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So that's 16 damage.
Total? Okay.
Total.
Cool. And actually, do you want to just Google Colossal Slayer?
Yeah.
Cool. So he is now mortaled. I know I didn't say when he was bloodied I could have said when he was bloodied, but he's now mortal, which means he's like below 10 HP is what mortal means.
With the D8, but I'll take a 6. It's fine.
Roll a D8. Swap it out. Don't use that 4. If the D8 is higher than, if the D8's lower than, so it's another 4 damage to him, essentially.
So that's 12, 20 damage.
Nice.
This is the earth.
Instead of 16. Round.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's even more mortal. It was, I thought, like, if you rolled the, like, yeah, it was, yeah, that's awesome, man. There's nothing beyond mortal, but yeah, he's, that arrow that you just hit him as you, like, honed in and, like, put the arrow in, it stuck him in his clavicle. There's an arrow sticking out of, it, like, went right between his, like, armor, his, like, thick plate mail, and where his, like, helmet is. And you can't really see, it just looks like an arrow sticking out of his armor, but underneath all that thick metal, it is stuck right in his clavicle, and there's just like a squirt of blood that comes out, and it is Garett's turn.
Okay, so can you remind me, this is just, I've been trying to find it and I couldn't find it, and then I just remembered I was looking for it. Throwing is how far? For example, I would like to throw my Happy Face rock.
Your Happy Face rock. Your Magic Stone?
Yep.
So there should be a range on it, but it's going to be your spell attack. Range is 60 feet.
60 feet.
Yep. If
So
thrown, it has a range of 60 feet.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to walk up 10 feet and just we'll walk up 10
So I'll
feet
just-
casually.
It's like, it
And-
almost ruins the immersion, right? You're like, I guess I'll just take a step forward, toss the rocket. Yeah.
No. So what I'm actually going to do,
Yes.
just super confident in what I'm doing, Garett's just going to slowly continue to walk forward. And as I get to about right here, making sure I'm in front of everyone, I'm just going to take my little rock and ping, to make sure
Look
hold it
over
up to
your-
people
Yeah, this
as
is
it's
the rock.
happening and just be
Remember
like,
this one?
see the smiley.
Yeah, you're like doing a tutorial. You guys know these
Right,
spidey rocks
exactly.
I've been giving you? Here you go. Yeah.
Exactly. And I should have...
Just your spell attack, which is a d20 plus proficiency plus modifier.
Son of a bitch.
You rolled a 3. You
God
rolled a 3,
damn it.
but it was an 8 total. Yeah, but yeah, you rolled an 8 total. So it's not, I mean, it doesn't hit. You could have literally thrown a regular stone and probably killed him with it, but you have to hit him with the stone first.
Exactly. So it just misses and actually hits the wall in the back and just leaves a bit of a dent in the structure.
Well, you gotta hit with it first, I guess. Maybe someone with better eyes. I've been living in the cave for 50 years. Awesome, man. That's funny as hell.
That's that.
That was your action? Okay. I wish that could have hit, man. That would've been
I
so
know.
good.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. Eliard, you get the attack, man. He's kind of like down on a knee right now, and he's got it in his clavicle, but he's still holding his sword with terrifying intent. Like he's not. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just saw that whole like rock thing happen.
Yeah.
And I just shake my head as Eliard would do. Like, did he really think that was gonna be what took him down? And
You might not have even seen it because you've been so locked in. But yeah, you probably heard the bang of the rock up against the wall. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck?
yeah. And I'm gonna do a scimitar attack. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just kind of yell really loud and hoping this is what takes him down.
2 attacks.
No holding back. Just like this guy is on one knee and he's bloodied, and I'm just like ready to get this over with.
He's dealt like 40 damage to you, which is a life and then some. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2d20.
Yeah, well, roll 1d20 first. What is that?
All right.
No regrets.
So that's 20. This
Okay.
one is 20. Second one is 26.
Both of those hit. So roll your damage, 2d6 plus 6.
It's a 10.
Nice, man. What does it look like when you kill him? How does it look?
Yes.
Zac Efron, piece of shit. Zac Efron looking ass.
Thanks,
Something.
Zephyron.
Oh, nice. So this is exactly where I thought the clavicle was. I just want to make sure. So where he was hitting the clavicle,
Mhm.
I
Yeah, the nape of the
Take
neck and
my-
shoulder.
I take my scimitar right above. I swing it bring it up above my head with two hands,
Mm-hmm.
and I do a diagonal. I slice him diagonally from the clavicle, cutting right through the
Oof.
other side of his body.
Yeah, his head rolls off.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely. If the DM gives you discretion, how does it look, and you want to take his head off, that's perfectly fine. You can definitely bring your scimitar down, and just open up that side of his body with his head lopping off to the side, and his bucket helmet rolls off, and and he's dead. You guys notice there's a handful of chariots that are now pulling up at the exit. There are guards that are running from the tavern in the mansion estate toward you. And there's still the guard at the front of the mansion, the nervous one, who is he's kind of shaking and holding his spear. He never ran out of the house. He was still told to watch the door, right? He was the doorman.
Oh no.
This is the fight that you guys would have had inside the mansion. The shaking guard is just holding a spear, and he's looking at you guys, and the rest of the chariots pull up. There are, I'm going to say, roughly 20 guards. The majority are coming from the street, from the street entrance. And I'd say maybe 12 to 15 of them are coming from the street as they're pulling up in their cop chariots. And the rest coming from the mansion and the other estate. There is a lot of concern when they run up and they're kind of getting a surrounding on you guys now, except for behind you, but there's a massive wall, suburban district, wall partition. And when they see the dead champion guard on the ground, they all freeze. And Nerva, you'd probably be the closest at this point to the exit, right?
Sure.
Because don't worry, you still got blur activated. But you, being a little bit closer to the street, you hear one of them murmur, "Has the governor been killed?" "Oh, we've killed the governor." And a man, you hear whooshing. Everybody hears whooshing of wings. Flapping wings. Big ones, very big wings. And then out of the darkness, a man wearing a empire color robe, which is that red, the empire red that you guys are familiar with. He's got very, very pale skin. He looks just like a pasty guy, I guess. And he's got red hair, really long red hair that's in a ponytail. Some of the hair is covering his face. And He walks up to the party as these guards are now all starting to surround you guys. And he recognizes the party as the group that came in on the airship with Captain Moore. And he glances over at the guards that are surrounding him to see how closely they're watching. He opens a concealed pocket that's down by his hip. And he slowly opens his robe with this concealed, like covering it, but showing, like turning his hip towards you guys, almost like showing a badge. But he's showing you a patch with a red dragon insignia on it. And then he covertly tucks it back into his little concealed pocket. Well, I have some authority over these guards here until the rest of the assembly comes. You are all quite lucky that the high-ranking military gets off on holidays. These guards aren't much in favor of the politics around here, so they'll take orders and I'll hear you out. Please, tell me what's happened.
Can we go somewhere to talk?
In moments, there will be more people here. Why are you at the mansion? Where is the governor dead?
Not that I know of.
I don't know about
No.
I don't know about the governor, but this fucker in front of me is.
Captain Moore, if you guys didn't get it, the red dragon insignia that he showed you was the same patches that Captain Moore gave you guys.
Yep.
Okay, just want to make that clear. It's a very small group. That's why he's keeping it hidden. That's very good. Captain Moore told me that you were quite the fighter. But I need to know why his champion is dead. And where he is.
Well, he attacked us. I
His champion
don't know why.
accused us of treason.
Started yelling treason. We were here just trying to talk to the governor.
That's politics. We call that
We got
diplomacy.
word that he had something to do with the front line. This is Garett, and
Yeah.
we just wanted to talk to him.
Well, the governor controls our military efforts.
Yep.
That's a big problem. You gentlemen don't want to go to the front, eh? And some of the guards are like, "Fuck, dude!" Like, and he looks back to the group and he's like, "I need to know what went down. The champion does not. The champion protector does not come out in less of times of war. I want to know why he's out." He's a protector of the governor. The governor can't call upon him unless his life is being threatened. So I want to know, was it you guys that had in fact threatened the governor? And I need to know what happened. What triggered this mess? Speak up before the rest of the ranking officials get here. We have more problems. You guys will be sealed jail time if you don't speak up.
So I'll step forward and explain that I stepped in and demanded the governor give Lieutenant Moore the light of day to.
She's a
deal
captain
with-
now.
Yes. Captain Moore. I demanded Captain Moore be given the light of day to deal with.
Yes, and you snuck into the governor's house. Very good. I get that. You tell me you sneak in there and you told him you want to take care of the sorcerer.
Yes.
It's not his politics to want to finish this war. That's why we've started the Red Dragon. It's an uprising.
This I did not know.
I'm going to make it very clear to you. The politics here are dicey. It is on a hairpin trigger, if I knew what a trigger was, but there are no guns here. We have had suspicion about Governor Boehner being aligned with the sorcerer Sephiron himself. We couldn't imagine that he was going to get him to flip, and we were planning a coup d'etat. But we weren't quite ready with an official to replace him, so we were using the element of our surprise. But it seems like we were surprised. I need you to tell me right now, did you kill the governor?
No.
Then that means he's still in the mansion?
Yes.
All right. Wanna go, boys? And he yells out to the guards. And the guards all just start marching off into the mansion. The guard who is holding the spear, he just steps aside. The nervous guard that was by the door, he steps aside, and he's just like nervously looking over at this man who came in and is like taking charge. And he says that we will find the governor and he will be persecuted. I imagine that there will be lingering magic, dark magic, if he truly was working for Sephiron. If not, then you guys are going to be in quite a lot of danger. Regardless of the outcome, there is going to be a power vacuum in Oxton, and the factions, regardless of their alignment, will compete for the open governor seat. You see, this is known as a peacetime city. We're far from the front lines. We are very far from the front lines, but that means that we let politics be our battleground. And there is going to be a time when politics don't work, and men must pick up swords. And these times are drawing near in Oxton. It is not safe for you in the city. I cannot protect you past this very moment. It is in your best interest to leave before sunrise. And potentially once this coup really gets up and going, or if we have an election soon, you can help. But for the time being, I cannot protect you. I suggest your team heads to Penguin, the village of Penguin. There has been some very necrotic energy festering there, likely an undead monstrosity sent by Sephiron himself, establishing some kind of dark front of his own.
Brighthammer.
Yes, you know of Brighthammer.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen him in a week. 2 weeks now. If you can rescue Brighthammer, take inspiration, Getafix if you don't have it already.
I'm terrible at using it.
Yeah, that's okay. I pretty much use it as soon as I get it. Whenever I get it, I use it immediately. Rescue the paladin, Brighthammer, or bring back what is left of him, and you may return as true heroes and gain us that advantage in our political assembly here. But please do not take too long, as your swords, and then he looks over at you, Nerva, and he says, and magic may be needed inside of these walls. The battleground may be Oxton itself. Is there any last thing you need from me before I part ways? I can't be seen with you too long.
Some healing and some rations if you got them from a men.
Not on me, but if you are staying at the Lopsided Inn, talk to Juan Jane before you leave. Captain Moore and I selected him specifically for this task of hospitality. Comfort, care, crew, those are his mottos.
Alright.
And be careful, because with this rebellion starting, this coup d'etat, I imagine that overnight it can get very scary here. It is fortunate we have a bit of lag with the new holiday, with the full moon holiday going, but don't take it for granted. Please be gone before sunrise. And as he walks away, you guys don't say anything, so he starts walking away. And as he's walking away, you see his like big robe that's following him. He kind of like lifts his shoulder as he's like knocking his back robe, covering. He's got this massive like dragon wing off his back that he's like just concealed with the robe. And he starts walking over. Yeah, he's a level 20 sorcerer. And he starts. You guys didn't ask his name. That's fine. And he starts walking into the mansion. And you guys, do you guys want to do like a little bit longer, like another 10 minutes, like get back to Lopsided Inn or something, or do you want to end it there?
I planned on basically just, oh yeah, this is what we need to do. We need to go here. Let's go get this. Sounds like some undead stuff. And of course, Erizo's ears perk up. Or
Yes.
ear
Yeah. So
holes.
that was a huge upset that Jose wasn't here tonight because
Ear hole.
the entire line that there's been some yeah, there's likely an undead monstrosity sent by Sephiron. Like this was the mission that I wrote for session 1, this and the Dark Frost one, because they both had 2 separate appeals to different characters, and Erizo was just sleeping when I kept bringing it up, and was like, we need to head to Dark Frost. I'm like, and ignore your favored enemy, like undead. Yeah, so Erizo's probably mad crazy, ready to rock. But I do need to know, guys, like, because that turn order is over, but the timer is still ticking. It's probably 2 in the
so
morning.
Garett's just gonna-
Sunrise is in like 5 hours, maybe.
Yeah, Garett and Erizo are just gonna start trudging towards the Lopsided Inn to start grabbing all the stuff.
Okay, and do you know for reference where the Lopsided Inn is?
It's in the southern part of the city.
Yes, it is on the lower district.
Or actually, this one right here.
Nope, that is a tax collection house. It is on the far right, so it's this orange building. It kind of looks like a dick.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
yeah,
sure.
the 2 beer silos are the balls.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna start. We're just gonna walk there and start grabbing all of our stuff.
Okay, and does the rest of the party follow?
Sure.
Sure, why not? Shit. Now, you guys, when you start walking down that way, which road are you taking to get to the Lopsided Inn? More specifically, there are 2 gates, right in front and right behind. Like, and you guys would know that. You've been here for 2 weeks now.
Oh, I was gonna take the closest as possible.
Okay, cool. So as you start marching there, the streets are empty, like throughout the town. I know I mentioned it earlier. You begin walking through the small wave of like army guards that are walking through. They all are equipped with spears and maces with confused looks, and some of them are smiling at you. Like, some of them know what's going on, and they're fucking stoked. If you guys, I drew a political map for this town a month ago. If you could see the fucking thick red line from the lower army ranks to like politicians, it is nuts. So they're like, some of them are smiling at you, others are grimacing, other like more veteran soldiers know what's coming. You can still hear distant shouts and howls from drunken townspeople as you're walking. The cold cobblestones are just radiating up some more of that cold chill energy as the full moon is so bright. It is might as well be daytime, right? It's just so bright outside, that really beautiful full moon, clear sky. And as the moon takes a glint on your still glowing amulet, Nerva, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, jeez. Finding it now. Roll20 always loads pretty slow for me when I pull the character sheet up. Okay, wisdom save. Let's see. Oh, 12.
12?
12.
Okay. So unfortunately, that's not going to be enough. It's not too bad. It's just that sadly... Oh, you didn't want to kill anybody tonight. And I'm really... I know.
Sorry.
You didn't want to kill anybody tonight, and I was like, yeah, like, you know, use your amulet. That's, like, non-lethal. But the way this amulet is developing... You failed the saving throw the first time for this amulet, right? And it knocked Getafix off the back of the dog sled?
Yeah, I think so.
This time, as you fail this throw, you hear a voice in your head. And it goes, consume. Consume. And then, and here's the thing. It's saying consume, but it's saying it in Dwarvish, and for some reason you can understand that.
Oh.
It's saying
weird.
it's saying the word consume in Dwarvish. You know it's Dwarvish by the way it sounds, and you can feel that it's saying consume. Yes. Yes, yeah. And then suddenly that telekinetic push that you get reaches out, and there's like a drunk, like pissed off looking person that's like just stumbling down the street. He's got like a broken chariot chest like handle stuck to him, like he had tried robbing something, you know, and he's stumbling down the street. I'm just trying to make it easier for me to kill this guy. And this like dark shadow goes out from your amulet, and then it wraps around him. And so instead of making a shove attack, it makes a grapple attack. So it can do shove or grapple. And now that he's grappled, he lights on fire.
What?
And it's not like a roaring flame. It's not like this big inferno wall. It's this really like coal burning ember. It looks like the black opaque air is turning more into some kind of like coal or lava. As it burns him, you suddenly feel your HP well. You feel a lot more vital. It doesn't change your max HP, but mechanically, if you were injured, you'd be healing right now. And yes,
Wait a minute.
yes, and
Okay,
so
continue.
as this guy is burning with coal, he just drops to the ground. And I'm going to say that was somewhere like right about here. Oh, shit, I can't mark that way. Somewhere right about here. So you guys are almost out of the upper districts. You're right walking by this forest.
Is everybody like with me or where?
Yeah,
like,
everybody's with
why?
you. Everybody's with you.
Oh my
And
god.
as you walked through this forest, there was dappled moonlight hitting the amulet. And then when you got to this intersection to turn to head towards the gate, as you entered the intersection and you got a full blast of moonbeam on it, it does that. And the drunk guy was like leaving. These are taverns here, these dark orange buildings. These are all taverns as well. That's a farm. But yeah, there's like taverns here. So he was leaving one of these taverns, but looked like he had been disgruntled or tried punching through something and stealing some shit. But yeah, it just wraps him up, and he just, I'm going to say thematically for this first one, he just turns into a pile of ashes. Like in Mars Attacks.
Oh my god.
Just like turns into a skeleton.
Jack Black style.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Do I like feel something? Like, all I hear is like a voice and then that happens? Do I feel like a headache or like any kind of pain, or I feel good?
You feel, let's see here, we are streaming. You feel really
good.
Feel like you just it feels like you just had like 5 cups of coffee and a liter of water, like well caffeinated, well hydrated. That feeling. You're just like really high energy and really well. You feel really healthy right now. You feel the opposite of any headache. You feel the opposite of any fatigue.
Okay.
You feel invigorated. That's
Okay, but everyone just watched like.
And nobody said anything. It seems like it was like, yeah, well,
Of course,
at least you're on my team. You know?
Garett's just gonna kind of like move his head sideways and just kind of give a slight little nod, like
Sideways, like up and down, or left to right? Sideways,
tilting, kind of like the dog tilting its head.
Oh, okay, yeah, like barf,
like a slight little tilt, like kind of like I just, yeah, I just recognize like
Home improvement.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're intrigued.
Yeah, I like look down and the amulet I'm sure is like showing because like the moon is touching it or whatever, and I'm just like, I don't know, I kind of like hold it, like I touch it and like see if it speaks or does anything else.
it glows. It's glow dimmers, and then it fades away.
Okay.
And it's back to looking like a regular amulet, but you now have another mechanic for it that I can text you.
Yeah. Okay.
But nobody says anything. Are you gonna dog? I mean, maybe Erizo and Garett. I mean, Garett probably saw it because he heard the commotion. He's always like on high alert. Maybe Erizo is just trying to pack his shit and go. So Erizo didn't see anything. Peyo's not there. Getafix and Eliard. Do you not say anything?
I was gonna be preoccupied searching this commander's body. So
we're in two separate theaters of the mind right now. You could have searched the body quick before you left there.
Okay. Right now, I just saw her just totally.
Yeah, he had nothing on him but his armor and his longsword.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm near Nerva though. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you guys are both in Getafix. I'm gonna say you're in the back just because you're kind of slower and less dexterous. So I'm gonna say you definitely saw Nerva stop when she got to the intersection. Like, we've all been there. Maybe not in this specific case. We've all been there. You're walking home from a battle against a champion guard. And, no, like those late nights, you're walking on the street. You're in the middle of the street because it's completely empty. And the intersection's lit up way more than the rest of the streets. And your friend is probably like 30 feet in front of you maybe, or close by, but they walk into the intersection, the streets are all empty. But now picture your friend stops and they look down and they start holding their amulet, and the amulet is just like floating off of their chest, and a dark cloud shoots out of it and wraps itself around like a drunk person, and then just starts cooking them.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
I would.
I'm gonna scoop up some of the ashes and save them.
Oh my god, you start like sweeping it up. Yeah. Oh my god, this is exciting. Oh my god.
Like, yeah.
I'll
like,
come over and
fascinating. Also, did anybody else see that?
I'll put my hand on Nerva's shoulder and say, "We have much to learn," and then like use my foot to keep like pushing the ashes into her hands.
Yeah, like kicking the ashes into the grass.
Nerva's like trying to collect specimen, and Getafix is like, "Go, gotta clean that up."
Like looking nervously, like, "Oh shit, no one's got to see this."
I do have prestidigitation too, so I can like take what I need, just kind of like
Poof
blow
it
the
up,
rest.
Yeah. That's super fun. That's
Eliard mutters under his breath, "Well, I could have used that 20 minutes ago."
Right.
Yeah,
It's like, what the hell?
I want to know why it's so delayed.
That's so funny.
We do have much to learn.
Yep. Very good.
I say that while kind of holding, my side, because I'm just like really beat
bleeding.
up.
Yeah, you're bleeding right now. You do have an open wound. So yeah, nice. And then and if we just keep walking from there, streets are empty, nobody saw it. Oh, you aren't bloodied, but we can still say you're bleeding because you did take a hell of a lot of damage. You're definitely bleeding, but Getafix has healed you a lot. Like you're still in good fight.
We got some internal bleeding.
Yeah, there's definitely some internal bleeding for sure. And you guys get to the lopsided inn, and Peyo Morazan is sitting at the bar, and he turns around and he goes, "Friends, it's so good to see you guys." And he gives you a really big hug, Eliard, and just like bear hugs you.
Get off of me.
Yeah, it seems like you guys have had a great night. We should, I was thinking about turning it in. I'm glad we got the day off still, and there's still one more day of this festival. You know what I'm talking about? wake up and get that buzz going early.
Nope.
Is he
Nope.
drink-
Time
is
to
he-
go. We gotta go.
is
Let's
he-
go.
Whoa, where are we
He-
going? Eliard, you were saying something though?
Is Peyo is he drinking a beer?
He's hammered. Yeah, he's got a beer in
Right.
his hand.
So I grab it from him and
Yeah.
just slam it in front of him.
You drink it?
Yeah, I drink it.
Yes. Hell yeah, dude. His eyes open wide and he goes, "So where's the after bar?"
There is
Oh.
no after. There is no afterboard.
I'll tap Peyo on the shoulder to try and get his attention. And
Okay.
then I'll do the like I'm playing the trumpet, but when I hold my note, it's like it's my middle finger. It's just like my middle finger.
That's a nice instrument. And then Peyo pulls out his dulcimer and starts playing his dulcimer. Oh god, I rolled a 6 on performance. He pulls out his dulcimer. He's like, "Oh, okay, we're playing." He's like, "Awesome. Let's sit by the hearth." And I'll pull us into the lopsided and quick, just for a little more picture.
I'm already drunk on the spirit of the innocent.
Yeah, Peyo's like right here, meets you guys at the door. Juan Jane's sitting by the fire. He sees you guys come in, he just looks over his shoulder and looks back at the fire. He's not alarmed, right? He doesn't know what's going on.
I want to ask Juan Jane for a smoke.
Yeah.
I want to ask him, if he could spare a smoke or a toke or what have you.
Yeah, absolutely. He's like, well, you betcha. I've always said a good full moon festival is a good time to break out the good stuff. And then he just hands you back like a package of like a bag of rolled, look like, we'll just call them cigarettes for now.
Yeah.
These will
Perfect.
calm you down. Take that one with you. I got another one for tomorrow night. I always make 3 of these bags, so you can keep that one. And there's 6.
Wow.
There's 6 cigarettes in there. Quote cigarettes. You haven't smoked one yet. He says, "Yeah, that's what I do here. You guys, Captain Moore paid me for crew comfort and comfort. That's what we're here for. Anyways, I got your guys' beds dressed, and got you guys all set up.
We gotta go. We ran into some things and we need to be off.
Oh, it's so soon. You guys aren't staying for the rest of the festival? The Festivus for the rest of us?
No.
No. Where are you guys headed? As he doesn't really sense the danger. He's not drunk, but he's sleepy. He's like old man tired. Where are you guys headed?
I'm sorry, I can't remember.
Penguin was the name of the village.
Penguin. Oh, we're headed to Penguin. Apparently there's some trouble there. We've got to see the trouble.
At the sound of Penguin, his eyes just like droop. His like smile drops. His like Captain Comfort Crew vibe is just kind of like drops, and and as soon as you say Penguin, it looks like he's a lot older than he does look, right? It kind of like really drops his happy-go-lucky sense. He goes, "Well, what do you need to go to a hellish place like that? We haven't had eyes in Penguin for over a week now. What do you need from Penguin?"
Don't make me second guess our plans. What's wrong with Penguin? Juan Jane.
Just the undead. My adventuring days are over, but I guess a young crew like you, we need someone to go clear out Penguin. We've been waiting for someone to. It's been over a month. Seems like just 3 weeks ago we had some asshole in here named Terrence spouting off all the horrors he was talking about, people moaning. Said he met an adventuring party in the Auckland Tavern and gave them a key to his house and told them they should go check it out, but well, it might have been you guys actually, so you guys went to Dark Frost. I don't know if you guys remember Terrence, but he was in here 3 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
fuck him.
Yeah, I didn't like the look of that guy. He's one of those bad guys. But, you know, I wish you guys the best of luck. I'd be happy to get you set up for it, and I'll even let you take my wagon.
You get any advice? Oh my god, that's a hiccup.
Getafix is at the bar drinking.
Did you hear that hiccup?
No, that's
loud.
okay. I thought it was role play. I thought you started
No.
drinking as soon as you walked in the tavern.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, if you're fighting undead, I can't say I know much. I'm not much of a divine person myself, but you know, Getafix, you spend some time at the tavern, you might be able to, or at the temple. You maybe talk to him about the dead. Maybe you should check your notes or something. But I'll get you guys set up with some rations and some jug of water. It's a long road. Just over 2 days ride to get to Penguin, and I'll say the hardest thing about the road to Penguin is stopping at the, what is it called? Wagon's Rest? Rested Wagon? I think it might be called Rested Wagon. It's an inn that's in the marsh village. It's probably, I don't know, 20 miles from here. It's the most tempting spot to sleep, but only if you are in the mood for a little trouble. Those guys are rough over there. Bunch of tough guys and poor people. You know how it is. Bad mixture all around. Charming facade if you look at it, but you stay there, you know, you're not gonna find anything but trouble. Well, yeah, I'll set you guys up. We'll fill your water skins up. You're gonna want to make sure you keep your water skins full. The last stretch to Penguin is pretty tough. Long, straight road through a plain. You know how it is, traveling on a wagon. You guys know vehicles, right? You guys know how to steer a horse? Eliard and Peyo both do, along with Erizo. So Erizo and Peyo both pipe up. Eliard, you do as well from the army. When you're a soldier, you learned how to steer wagons. So you guys maybe just tip your hat or whatever. And Peyo's like, I love drunk driving wagons. I'm like, no, Peyo, not you, man. Maybe I'll take first shift driving. And he goes up to his room and he says, well, I'll meet you guys back down here in about an hour and we'll send you off. I'll get stuff together, and I advise you guys to get your stuff together. So yeah, let's just end it there then. And we could keep going. I have this written all the way past Penguin, so just a matter of if you guys want to keep. I just don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm like Wu-Tang. I'll do this till 4 a.m.
I do have to run.
Cool. Yeah, let's just end it here. You guys are. Juan Jane is going to pack you guys bags to ship you off. He still doesn't know. He still doesn't know about what just happened, though. So someone should inform him next session, or just maybe mention it, or we can just, you know what? We'll just say that somebody expo dumps him while he's packing the bag.
We killed the champion, Juan Jane.
Well, that's crazy. And that's the expo dump. Yeah, I realized I was like, I guess it doesn't really matter. I was just thinking, like, in the moment, it could have been a little bit more riveting. But cool. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us, and thank you, adventurers. Yeah.
Thanks, Logan.
Oh, wait. Before everyone goes, do you want to see the mansion that I drew?